What's good, family? It's your boy Demond in the building with the homies, Rail, King, Freezy, Dre. We talk Mavs, Blorange Tears in the building. Y'all know what time it is. We here to talk some NBA basketball. 2023 schedule has just dropped, and we gonna go over it right here. Y'all already know how I feel about the schedule. Atlanta Hawks, we starting off the season. I'm already my early prediction. Hawks probably gonna start off about 10-0 to start the season, but we're gonna get into that and I'm gonna explain to you why that's gonna happen. Okay. But we're gonna talk about these Mavs, we're gonna talk about these Knicks. What are they gonna look like? What are they schedule looking like? And maybe we throw a little bit of a couple predictions out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you my prediction right now. Clear the air Hawks. Eastern Conference Finals. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get into later detail and explain to you how that's gonna happen. Okay, but let's start it off. Let me go to my guy Real in the building. We talk Mavs. What's good, my guy?
What's good, man? What's good?
Chilling, chilling. Shout out to Real, the homeboy King. We talk Mavs, fellas. Have y'all seen y'all schedule?
A little bit,
Okay, just
Shout out to TGK, man. TGK
Yeah.
had him. He talked about the schedule on his show, man. Follow TGK on TGK TV on here on YouTube, guys, for other math content. He had kind of broke down the schedule here, man. I got a screenshot of the schedule for
okay.
the Mavericks. So I kind of agree with TGK, man. I think me and King talked about this before, man, with the Mavs. Um, we kind with the whole Jason Kidd thing, right? We talk about what we expect from him this year. Like we don't have no excuses for Mr. Jason Kidd no more, man. He had built-in excuses last year. I don't buy him, but that's what the Mavs front office was kind of going on. We feel like Jason Kidd now has a team now that is more of his team that's how we feel. So we feel like there's really no excuses anymore, man, for this team. But with the first 10 games, man, I kind of agree with TGK. I think I see Dallas going like 8-2, man. Me and King hadn't talked about it yet, but that's yeah. I kind of feel like it's an 8-2 kind of thing. It's all going to depend on the deciding factor is going to be Jason Kidd, man. We talk about it all the time, man. But King, what you think, man? What you got? You got 8-2?
I don't know. I haven't even studied it. I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't studied the whole entire. I haven't studied the whole entire schedule. I just went off of what TGK talked about.
Shout out to TGK. I haven't got a chance to watch this video yet. I know he's gonna kill me.
Yeah,
But,
shout out TGK.
I don't normally I don't get excited over the schedule really. It's the
either.
schedule. It's a 30 teams. Like I know the 30 teams I got to play. It's just about if I think we can beat certain teams, and I think we should be pretty good this year. So if you say 8-2 at the beginning, first 10, I believe you. I'm going for 12. I said we do 12-8 in the first 20. I need Jason Kidd to at least get that, and that's being nice. So if you're saying 8-2, he should be on his way.
Well, let me ask y'all this, man. Then we're gonna go over there soon, get to Freezy and Dre real quick. Is there a cause of concern if y'all don't come out at 8-2? Say y'all come out at a 2-8. Is there a cause of concern with Jason Kidd since y'all bringing him up? And it seems like y'all saying like Jason Kidd is like a top factor in how this team plays this year.
Yes, I agree with that, Demar. Or I should say yes to it. Jason Kidd is a huge factor. And if we go 2-8, I guess to begin, he has to win 10 games in a row then for me. I've told Rel already I'm on board for the 10 games. 20 games. He gets 20 games. That's his whole thing. He usually said it takes 20 games from to figure stuff out. So 20 games, I need him to actually go ahead and be 12-8. And that's being generous. That's 2 games over 5. Well, yeah, 2 more games over 500. So if he doesn't do that, then I think he should be in the hot seat and on the cusp of being fired at that point, having 2 All-Stars and 2 starting All-Stars. So that's my take on it. How about you, Ro?
Nah, I agree. I know how I feel about him, man. Like I said, he has no excuse this year, man. He has absolutely no excuses. You got the personnel now around Luka, so we got the athletic guys, we have the length, we have the defensive guys. Still probably a center away for probably taking that next step. I know we probably are still hearing rumblings. I told King on the show the other day, I kind of feel like Dallas might make another move after the 5th. when we're able to move Rashawn Holmes. So hopefully, man, that's one of those cases where we can kind of we know one move for sure is gonna happen. JaVale McGee is gone either way. Either be a trade or he gets cut. That's 100%. He's gonna be gone. But as far as them making another move, as far as getting another player in here, kind of hearing rumblings of like a PJ Washington name out there still kind of available. We don't know if Dallas did go after him or anything like that. It'd be nice if they did. It'd be a nice addition to the team. Some another young wing that can stretch the floor. Hopefully Dallas makes a move for a center. I know Damon, you been talking to me about trying to get Capella over here, man.
Facts.
I'm not huge on the Capella part, but it is what it is. I guess we just really need a starting center, and hoping when we do that, man, I feel a little bit more confidence going into the season.
All right, now let's swing it over to the Knicks. And by the way, Rail, heads up, we got a fresh new Clint Capella Instagram video from his story, man. He working on the post game, man. I'm gonna send it to you, man. Hey, he ready, bro. He ready, man. Y'all put him in that green, man. Throw 0-0 on him, man. Let him work for y'all, man.
What would you? My fault, Damon. What would you take back for Capella from the Mavs?
Dwight Powell.
Josh Green and
Definitely not no.
Hey, Dwight Powell got the best advanced analytics, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. You sure
you ain't watched the FIBA game?
Man, RJ Barrett looking like Prime doing Wade and FIBA, man. Like, what are we talking about?
Nah, I'm good. Yeah. At this point, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I'll take if I get a first round pick for Capella.
Oh no.
First round.
No first round. Bro.
When I send you this video from his Instagram story, it's gonna change y'all minds.
I'm good.
Let's go move it over here to the homeboys, man. Blorange Tears, my boys, Uncle Freezy and Dre in the building.
Let's go Knicks.
Fellas, the schedule. Have you seen it?
Dre, you want to go first?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell y'all that before you even get started. You already got one loss in your first two games. I'm telling you right now.
Because we play Atlanta the second game.
Boston, come on, game one, Boston.
Man, talking spicy already.
That game two going to disappoint you. But y'all talk to me, man. What's y'all thoughts on the schedules, gentlemen?
I don't know if you noticed, but the Knicks have been overloaded with a lot of nationally televised games. So that in itself says, okay, they're thinking we're going against potentially playoff teams. And in the first 10 games of the year, I think we have like 6 nationally televised games.
Wow.
That means
that also means you're good, but it also means the other teams are seemingly loading up to be playoff teams. Now, the thing that we have a leg up on these other teams is we have continuity year over year. We play the Celtics like twice in the first 10 games. Celtics just traded their whole heart and soul for a guy that has plantar fasciitis as of this moment
already. Yeah.
So, like, it might be easier for us to beat a team like that that's just trying to figure out their new identity or what have you. It's kind of hard for me to just assume we'd be great out the gate, but I think we'd be solid out the gate just off the kind of continuity. The only thing we're doing is replacing Obi Toppin. Outside of the rotation, we're replacing Obi Toppin for Dante DiVincenzo. Where I'm expecting growth between the younger players, and of course, Captain America Jalen Brunson is going to ascend to that All NBA type level. He's better than Trae Young, by the way, DeVon. I just gonna throw that out there.
And you know what? I was gonna say something, man. When you said that All NBA level, I thought you meant All NBA what, 13?
I mean, it's top 15 players now. The thing, it's not
top 15. So yeah, I don't see him making it no time soon.
Dang, he set it up real quick.
Man, shots going on.
So if I may, I think the Knicks are going to come out of the gate 11-0 out the box, right? And so I just want to throw this thing out there. So all my Knicks fans in Atlanta, Georgia, we gonna be at Hudson's right there on the corner, man. Y'all come out there and show some love because we're gonna take over State Farm Arena. But then when I say that, y'all already know the vibe. Y'all already know we're gonna take over State Farm, man. Being there, rocking, talking about let's go Knicks, all on the escalators. You know what I'm saying? Sitting all in the Jim Beam stand with our foot up. You know what I'm saying?
All in
your
videos.
All in the videos.
I like
on the couch with dirty boots.
Yeah.
Beat that.
That remind me when Trae Young did that, when he took that bow,
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden. I forgot. Oh, yeah,
I'm sure you
that did
forgot
happen.
because it's been several years now.
Yeah.
You still
I
eating
know,
off
but
that?
but you know what, Dre? That's one of those things in sports that just stand out forever to everyone.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
think
get
that's the
it.
only reason. That's the only reason. You know, people want to see us play y'all is to see what Trey gonna do against y'all. Really, that's
Right.
what it comes down to. You know, we
I
know Randall
saw.
not gonna do nothing. Randall,
I
No,
saw,
no
but I
doubt.
saw Trey Young wear them New York colored shoes and then lose by 25. So
Yeah, well,
exactly.
yeah,
That's
that's
why we
true
told him
too.
don't wear them shits no
The
more.
signature shoe he had to.
That's why we
Hey,
told him
King,
don't wear
you got your popcorn?
don't wear them
But just
colors no more.
I'm sitting here enjoying
all
it.
jokes aside,
Yeah.
though, I
Go
do
ahead, get
think
my.
I do think the Hawks are going to be a good team, and for that reason, I think the Knicks are going to take this game very seriously on that Friday night in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Because we play Atlanta 2 times in the first 11 games, and for the most part, a large contingent of people think the Atlanta Hawks are the sleeper team or like the boogeyman in the Eastern Conference. Like they won't say his name, but feel like they are very dangerous, right? So I think since we have those first 2 games, 2 out of 11 against Atlanta, and then two out of those first 11 against Boston, and then
Cavs
also
too.
yeah, and yeah, I was gonna say them
Right.
too. And my prediction is the Cavs are gonna win the Eastern Conference record wise, finish first because of what they added in the offseason. They added shooting to their athleticism and defense. So it's important, it's incumbent upon us to win those games early because once those teams gel, they're gonna be dangerous down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? So look for like what Dre said, look for the Knicks continuity and lack of major changes, just coming back, you know what I'm saying, with the same team that they got hot towards the end of the season, start the regular season hot, and I look for the Knicks to come out the box at least 10-2, at worst 9-3, but definitely sending a message to the league. And then what happens after game? What happens between games 15 and 50? No one knows because of injuries and things. And then plus a major part of the schedule is the NBA Cup. So you don't know how these games we're going to set rotations and play based on how we enter the NBA Cup. So I think a lot of those games early we're going to try to gel and get our footing so that when those NBA Cup games roll around, we'll be in prime position to be playing at peak performance.
I want to drop in one thing
Go ahead.
because of that and how the all NBA rule changes are. Load management is going to be completely different this year.
Right.
Like I don't know who. Well, not completely different, but their guys are not going to take off as much.
Right.
And depending on who's in your cup or who's in your bracket or whatever, sometimes you might load manage against said team because they're viewed as not a playoff team or whatever. Some of those games, like King and Rel mentioned before, Luka would take off them OKC Thunder games just because. What am I playing for?
Right.
Those
Which
types.
turn around and bite us in the ass, but yeah.
Yeah, they can't
Yeah,
do it now
yeah.
because the OKC is the best team in that division. So they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to.
Oh.
Oh, no
I mean,
disrespect. No disrespect. I'm talking about based on last year. I'm not talking
that's
about
not
based on
that's
this
not
year.
our division.
Is
Isn't
this
that
not?
okay?
No, because they're in
But
that
you know what?
division with the
But you know,
Nuggets, right?
but you
The
know what?
Pelicans are in that division now.
Okay.
Speaking
Yeah.
on the NBA Cup, right? Speaking on the NBA Cup, um, like I don't know if y'all do, but like I follow a lot of soccer. You know, glory, Man United. So I'm used to watching in-game tournaments, right? Now I'm excited about the in-game tournament because this how I would like to see the Hawks use it, and then y'all give me y'all opinions on how you would like to see y'all organization use the NBA Cup. I would like to see us use those games to give our younger players, players who not getting a lot of minutes. I would like to see them get those are the type of games where I like to see them get 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Um, Now what I didn't get cleared, and I let me ask one of y'all because I don't know for sure. Does the NBA Cup games count toward your? Does that count in your regular season
Yeah.
record?
Every
Yeah.
game,
So-
every game but the championship game.
Yeah, every game but a championship game.
The
If you
championship game
play
is
the
an extra
championship,
game.
yeah, if you play a championship game, it's an 83rd game that doesn't count towards statistics or anything like
Oh,
that.
okay.
It's just a
Yeah.
Vegas trip,
Okay.
and you win money and all that if you win it.
500,000. Each
Oh,
player
so
gets
those
500K.
games do count.
Yes,
Ah,
that's why I'm like Demond. I don't know because it depends on how teams run it. If everybody takes it
Yeah.
seriously, like it's just a regular game, then maybe. If like Pop says, I don't care about this, like it depends on how they play. Like
That's the
I gotta
part.
see it. Yeah,
I'll say this.
Yeah, that's why I've been saying I gotta see it. I gotta see
Well,
it.
you know what?
I'll say
The
this
fans-
as.
Oh, go ahead, Dre. Go ahead, Dre.
I was gonna say I say this as the league grows from TV revenue and all these things. The
Mhm.
prize money is gonna shoot up.
yeah.
Like this is
Yeah.
the first year. That prize money is gonna jump into the millions very soon.
Plus, another thing, Dre, the thing about it is if you're successful in the cup games, I'm guessing you're probably one of the best teams in the NBA.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because you're winning at that
You're
point.
winning,
So if you're
you're winning
going to
regular
winning,
season games.
yeah, you're probably one of the better teams. So it depends on how coaches and all and players and all decide to play it. I gotta see it. It's gonna be interesting.
See, I
kinda-
I think the incentive is definitely more for the guys on rookie scale contracts
Yeah.
or the guys making vet minimum. Like those guys will push on, and there's a camaraderie aspect. Like guys want to see other guys get paid.
Mhm.
In my opinion.
And
So-
to kind of piggyback on what Dre was talking about with the load management part. You got to remember, man, with this year, load management is going to be different because you have to play at least 65 games to be considered for any of the awards, right? So if they're going to load manage it, they're going to do a little bit more. They're going to do a little different this year. So you only get this certain amount of games to load manage. So we're going to kind of sprinkle you in gradually. It's not going to be like every bad team you play, you got to sit them out or whatever. It's going to probably be something a little different this year how they handle it because you only miss a certain amount of games.
Yeah,
Let me
because you
ask
still want to factor in what if your player get hurt for real and they got to miss games.
Yeah.
Those
There you
games
go.
that he took off for load management, whether they was 2 or 3, might be the difference if he
Yep.
come out and say they get an ankle sprain.
Yep.
I don't
Now
think-
you out 2 weeks. What's that? That could be, depending on your schedule, that could be 6,
Like
7,
6
8
games,
games.
yep.
Plus
I
the
don't-
3 you was BSing around that you didn't play in. So that's 2 more games you cannot miss for the rest of the season if you plan on qualifying, especially those players like a Siakam who trying to get that super max this year.
Y'all think
So
y'all think 65 is a lot though? Like I feel like
Nah.
would that have hurt any player so far?
Embiid
Like,
wouldn't
what's the-
Embiid wouldn't have been MVP.
so Embiid didn't play 65 last year.
Uh,
Anybody else on the All NBA team play less than 65?
there was a couple other players I think I heard say that they if that new rule had kicked in, they would not have been eligible.
I say like I feel like it wouldn't affect.
Remember, Luka was like 1 game off. Remember, he
Yeah,
only was like
60.
1.
I would have rather been like 70.
Yeah,
I like the number
I said we
65,
said
I'd
it
have
on the show.
been,
Remember,
I'd
we
have been
talked
at
about that. Yeah,
70.
we talked
Give you
about
12 to miss.
I like
Yeah.
the number 60. Oh, I see what you're saying. You wanted
Yeah, it should have been
less
70,
I
games
want
bro.
more,
Yeah.
less
Yeah.
games.
Oh,
Like 65
yeah,
is still
yeah.
almost 20 games that you can miss.
Well, I can see.
I feel that for them that's a
15 was that
compromise. I think that's what the league was trying to do.
I think that's fair because what's that? 2 weeks? If you
What's that?
what's that? 2 straight weeks, maybe 3. What's that? 12 games, 65,
What's that?
75.
Yeah, what is that? Is that 12? 12 games?
What, two games?
17 games. 17.
Yeah,
You can miss
So
17.
17 games, but if you miss
Yeah,
3
That's
17.
weeks,
a lot of games you can miss. I feel like
But I guess
if
they're
you,
trying
if
to
you got
factor
an
in
ankle
like
sprain or
real
something,
injuries though. Like if, like you said, a high ankle sprain could put you out how many weeks?
a month.
then you probably shouldn't make it. That's how I feel.
Well, I mean, depending.
But
on
if you bought, like, for instance, King,
that's
if
messed
Luke-
up.
You gotta be
instance,
Michael
King-
Jordan. I'm from the old school. You know DeMond how it is. Like you
But-
can't be
but-
missing 65. Like they did.
But hold on, King. What if Luka is just averaging 35 points per game for the season? He turns his ankle or something. He has like a high ankle sprain and he misses 16 games.
You talking to a person, Dre, that didn't think Luka should have been first team All NBA last year.
Ooh,
So it
damn.
is what it is. Like I'm gonna keep it real.
You put team accomplishments.
Yeah, you're right. I think
You gotta be
I'm with
a
him on Luka. I think Luka is very overrated without Jalen Brunson too. So I'm with you. Not in that respect that he's not a great player. Not in the respect that he's not a great player because he's probably the best player in the NBA. Right? Like we talk about Jokic and Embiid and all these guys. I think Luka is better than them dudes. Let's just to be clear. I think Luka is better than Giannis. Right? But I'm talking about in terms of his impact, what he does for the Mavs on a nightly basis without some sort of help. Like, cause I don't care how good you are. If you don't have help, bro, you're not gonna be able to be you're not gonna be able to beat Thanos every night. You could beat Thanos maybe once a week, maybe twice a week, get depending on the schedule. But every guy needs a guy with him. So so because for my money, listen, I would trade our entire roster for Luka right now and draft picks. Right, I trade the entire
And I
roster,
still wouldn't do it.
Jalen Brunson included.
I
Right,
still wouldn't do it.
right. I know, because I feel like the dude is that good, right? And I'm saying this out of respect, but what I'm saying is sometimes the Luka narrative though is that Luka can do all things by himself, and I think even Dallas may have considered that too when Jalen when with how do you not go out and trade for a center this offseason? Like, how do you not have DeAndre Ayton by now? Right?
Luka can do all things through Christ.
Right. I knew he was going to say hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Luka 316, right? We talking Luka 316, right? So, but what I'm saying is, yeah. And I'm not knocking Dallas, and I respect the We Talk Mavs platform because they talk about everything from front to back. They analyze everything. My thing though is with the Knicks. I think the Knicks can win 60 games by doing the opposite of what Dallas is doing. Right? I think the Knicks are going to win 60 games by everybody rowing in the same direction, everybody on the same page, everybody having a role that's assigned to them, and then having them being stars in that role, as opposed to us looking to go trade for Giannis and have him cover up all the blemishes. You know what I'm saying? So when I say the Knicks can be 11-0 out the box, the reason why I say that is because we don't need Josh Hart to be Devin Booker, right? We just need Josh Hart to be Josh Barkley, right? If he's Josh Barkley, then we straight. If we don't need Quickly to be Tyrese Maxey, but if he's Quickly from last year, then we good. We don't need Randall to be Giannis, and so on and so forth. So when it comes to like that the beginning of the schedule, I think we're solely gonna beat teams through execution and continuity and playing team ball. And so basically what I'm getting at is I see the Knicks busting out of the box with an impressive start by looking like Gene Hackman and Hoosiers. Like with everybody sacrifices, you know what I'm saying, for the team and play in that role. Now, later on in the season when teams start to figure it out and when they start to gel, I think we'll start to struggle once everybody starts hitting their stride. Then the league will catch up to us. But in terms of our schedule, especially with us knowing, like I have Atlanta winning 55 games. I think Atlanta is going to be awesome this year.
And our second dub gonna be against y'all.
Okay. So what I'm saying is ultimately though is like Atlanta is so Atlanta's going to be good. So it's going to be incumbent upon us to come out of the box right away and beat Atlanta before Atlanta catch their stride, before Atlanta get hot. Because Atlanta, in theory, they have a new coach, but not in theory they have a new coach, right? So in theory, they have a new coach that's this is their first training camp. He's going to implement his systems, had the whole offseason to set up all the conditioning and training and things to work on through exit interviews and stuff at the end of the season, which Demond, this is the thing I was trying to tell Ticket, right? When I'm referencing the other show. If you got Lil Tibbs, what's Quinn Snyder. If you got Quinn Snyder at the end of the season, the most important thing was not the wins and losses on the court, but those exit interviews that you do after the season is over with, and implementing Quinn Snyder's thing going into the offseason. That was the most. I think that's the reason why they hired Quinn Snyder. But on the Knicks, from the Knicks perspective, though, if you're a Knicks fan, be excited, get ready for the Knicks to come out the box red hot, and then expect the league to make adjustments thereafter, like throwing junk zones at us, forcing the ball out of Brunson's hand, make Randall the secondary ball handler, and things like that. And then once teams do that, if we can adjust, right? If Quickly or Grimes make that jump as secondary ball handlers and things like that, then I think the Knicks, no doubt, will be 60+ wins this season.
Shout out Freezy, man, because hey, listen, Nick Nation, this your boy, man. Listen to me. Don't listen to Spike Lee over here. Okay.
Said Stephen A. Smith.
He got y'all over here drinking the Kool-Aid and then you're gonna be mad when y'all start the season when y'all 2-7.
No. Don't say nothing. The best part of the season I like going into those spaces on Twitter for the Knicks fans.
Oh man,
Oh man, bro, I love them. The
Right.
most
Breezy talking about
entertaining
11-0.
spaces, bro.
Right.
Man, and if it don't go 11-0, you definitely gonna hear about it in those spaces, man. That's
Hey,
the most
real.
entertaining
And
spaces.
y'all talking
Yo,
about
all
all them
what
teams
y'all
twice
don't
and all
know
that
is-
stuff, all them top teams twice, and you saying 11-0?
Hey,
Right.
real.
You got to catch them before they get hot.
Nick,
I feel
Nick
you, but both
Nation.
of them on every
Hey,
team.
Nick Nation will run. They'll run anybody out of town. Like, bro, I was watching what season? Not last year. Had to be the year before that. They done ran off. What's the girl now? I used to watch the other Nick podcast.
Ashley Nicole Moss.
Yeah, bro. They done ran the girl off, bro.
Right.
Ran
Ain't
her
she
off.
with ain't she with Sports Illustrated now or something
And
like that?
Brandon Marshall.
She was Sports Illustrated. She got
Brandon-
like a bunch of stuff. Yeah, she
Brandon
on
Marshall
that
can't-
I am athlete stuff.
Hey, I'm watching her go at it with what's my guy from The Wire?
Julito.
The actual actor?
Julito. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Julito.
actual actor, him or her was going, hey, bro, it was hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
And it
you're
just goes to
right.
show you, like, Knicks fans, they get upset real fast, bro.
And
bro,
I'll say this.
Demond,
I'll
would
say
you-
this.
would-
why y'all
would you-
rip? Why y'all rip?
Just real quick, if we go 11-0, they still gonna be complaining in them Knicks spaces.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? We can go 12.
Well,
but they
one thing
still
y'all
gonna be
not going
complaining.
11-0. We know that for a fact.
Right.
Because you're losing game too.
Bro, but
I'll-
Brunson was balling and they were complaining. I'm like, what? What?
Right.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll say this. Tibbs's MO is if you give him continuity and relatively NBA talent or guys that can be potential all-stars,
Mm-hmm.
he won 60-some games. Granted, Derrick Rose was Derrick Rose, but his number 2 was Luol Deng. Like
And Keith
Yeah.
Bogan.
Nah,
But Tibbs
nah,
ain't done,
Joakim
Tibbs ain't
Noah.
done nothing without Rose though.
Joakim Noah, but Joakim Noah wasn't no. Like I'm talking about on offense.
Didn't
Oh, I got
Tibbs
you
go
on
to
offense,
Tibbs
Like
left
number 2
Chicago, went to
option.
Minnesota, right? He went
That's
to
what I was
Minnesota.
going. Come on, that's what I was going to say to Dre. I was going to say, but what has Tibbs done?
Yeah, he done
Other
nothing
than,
up
like,
there, and he was the
got that Derrick
president
Rose
and the
that one
coach.
year.
Nothing.
You know
done.
what?
His
Just-
MO is he'll improve your team to a certain point, but there's a ceiling in terms of what he can
He
be in
Quinn
the
Snyder
playoffs.
daddy,
but-
bro. He's Quinn Snyder daddy, bro. When you see
So
Quinn
pretty
Snyder,
much he is
all you
like
see is a younger version of Tibbs, bro.
Hell
oh,
no.
man. So pretty much
Hell
you saying
no.
kind of like Doc Rivers,
Tibbs,
right?
Tibbs
Like, he
is
get his-
limited offensively. He is not even close
Ooh.
to Quinn Snyder when it comes to offensive scheme. Hell no.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Speaking
No.
of Quinn Snyder, I was
would
gonna
say-
ask you, Damon, who's
What's
starting
that?
at the 4 for you this year, DeAndre or Jalen?
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen
He's starting.
Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Bro,
got
who's the better coach?
he ready.
Who better coach between who?
I'm going to ask Rel. I already know who you're going to say, Demond. I know Freezy and Dre going to say. Who's the better coach between Quinn and Tibbs?
Quinn Snyder.
Think it-
Come
think it-
on.
Yeah, I get Snyder.
Quinn Snyder. I agree. It's Quinn Snyder. He can't.
No,
be
I was
paid.
about to say, like, y'all talking about reputation. I was going to say Tibbs is pretty much living off the same reputation that Doc Rivers is living.
Yeah, he
living
living off
of.
that.
Doc got a
Remember-
ring on it.
Well, no. I'm saying because Tibbs didn't get his reputation until he left Boston. He was a defensive mind behind Boston, and
Right.
that follows him everywhere he goes. Yeah,
Mhm.
bring up the Boston thing, right? Just like with Doc Rivers. Oh, Doc Rivers living off that Boston championship. You know what I'm saying? So
But
That's kinda
nobody
what-
remember Doc Rivers in Orlando. Remember how terrible Doc Rivers was
and
in
that
Orlando?
nobody
I mean,
talks
he was
about that.
garbage.
You can't call him. I don't know if you call him terrible though.
He was
Orlando-
terrible in Orlando.
Orlando was terrible.
Well, yeah, Orlando was terrible.
So it's like you gotta.
Mike
I don't even
Miller was the
blame
second
him
best
about
player.
That one, yeah, like it was Tracy McGrady and then Mike Miller and Pat Garrity.
Pat Garrity and
Yeah,
Troy
Pat
Murphy
Garrity.
and JJ
Yeah,
Redick.
right.
Yeah.
Nah, man, like Orlando was trash. To be up 3-1 or whatever against Detroit at that time, like.
But how many times you gonna blow a 3-1 lead before it comes
Hold
back?
on,
that's
no,
Doc
you're
Rivers.
right.
That's what he did.
After
That's his
that,
MO.
you're right. I'm just saying Orlando,
Oh,
like
that, yeah.
he got the respect in Boston because Orlando didn't really matter. Like if we looking at the hindsight with Orlando after Boston. At
Right.
Boston, it didn't matter because it was like he was overachieving, but now it's like you can see. I
Because
don't
remember
think-
too, he got that Boston job like literally right
Yeah,
after
right after
Orlando,
Orlando.
because of what he did in Orlando.
And if I remember correctly, he got hired in Boston before they made the trade for KG
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Ray Allen. So
Yeah.
I mean, once
A year
again, he
before,
was
I
a
believe.
coach. He was a coach that benefited from a good front office.
No.
Danny Ainge making moves, giving him the talent.
It's a team, man.
Sometimes, hey, the coach that show you how important the front office is, man. Like a coach is only as good as what they say. A cook is only as good as the ingredients you give them. So I
Right.
mean,
But what if
hey,
the coach decides your roster and
That's why all
man.
coaches shouldn't get all that power.
but that's what Tibbs did in
You said Jason
Minnesota.
Kidd?
that's what Tibbs is doing right now.
I
He had
know.
that power in Minnesota. He was
It's
the
the reason
president
why
and the
we
coach.
have it's the reason why we have like 26'5" and shorter players on this roster. Because Tibbs
Everybody-
What
don't
is-
value 6'8"
I be
guys,
talking about
man.
that, and I have to look at y'all roster like, bro, why is that though? He the only coach in the league that want to do be 6'3".
Right.
Because
I
this is
don't
what he
understand that,
values.
bro.
This is what he values. He doesn't value switchability. He values guys fighting over screens and forcing him into your rim protector. That's what he wants.
Did that beat your
And-
guy
and-
up though?
That's why they doesn't beat
That-
you guys.
Exactly. That's why we have 8 of them.
Because everybody's dispensable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He doesn't believe in switchability. He believes in strict principles as far as his defense, fighting over screens, pushing guys into to Mitch, pushing guys into whatever generic 7-footer there is, and making them take tough shots from the mid range and trying to close out from the 3. And that's about it. That's
why
his whole thing.
sometimes with us you see like the fake unplanned double teams, like 2 guys on 1 guy. That, you know what I'm saying? Tibbs tries to eliminate that by just getting them to just fight over the screen. Don't
It's-
switch because if you have a miscommunication and you switch, then you're gonna leave a player wide open.
It's why superstars roast this, because it's like, oh, you're just gonna fight over the screen. If you can shoot from the mid range, you're going to kill us. DeMar DeRozan, you're going to kill us. Jimmy
Luka
Butler,
Doncic.
you're going to kill us. Luka,
Yeah.
you're going to kill us.
Well,
Kawhi, but
y'all
you're
this.
gonna
Let me
kill
ask
us.
y'all
But
this,
those
Dre
guys,
and
yeah.
Freezy. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all believe that Tibbs is the guy that can take y'all to another level? Or you believe y'all need to get an established but younger coach who's more relatable? Because what I'm starting to notice with y'all lineup is starting to get a little younger and younger and younger.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? As y'all start to get rid of the y'all got rid of Fournier. Yep, y'all got rid of him, right?
He's not
Oh,
going
no,
yet.
we-
He's
we
still on the
waiting on
roster.
Dallas.
Yeah, he don't want to. Well, we know he don't want to be there.
They're trying to give him to us.
He don't want to be there. He already mad.
They
And
gonna
it's
get rid
Y'all
of him.
love 6'7" shooters out there, man.
That don't play defense.
Shout out
and
Tim
get lost
Hardaway
on
Jr.
offense.
But
Who, Tim Hardaway Jr., the one y'all gave to us.
hey,
Reggie
look, hey,
Bullock.
look.
I mean,
Tim
Reggie
Hardaway
shot
Jr.
three. I mean, play
Tim
defense.
Hardaway Jr. went from the Knicks to Atlanta.
Atlanta to the Knicks.
He tricked the Knicks to give him that money.
Right.
And then he went to Dallas.
Then got attached to KP.
Yeah.
And then he got paid out there too.
Shout out
And
to
then they
Tim
tried to
Hardaway
trade
Jr.,
him.
a fan of the show. He a fan of the show. Salute to Tim Hardaway Jr.
Oh man,
Trash can juice.
Salute. Somebody got a super
No,
chat.
no,
man.
no, no,
He
that's
not
it.
trash can use no more. That's for number 7.
Oh,
Number 7.
Dwight
Not 77,
Powell.
7.
Dwight
Freeze,
Powell.
you look like you got a
The
super chat. You
official
want to address
gear.
that?
Okay. Yeah, so salute to the chat. Duka, thank you for the generous contribution. Just want to show love. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. And just wanted to show love the show. I actually been listening to Uncle Freezy for some like 2 years now. Love his show. Our super chat NYR Atlanta. If y'all trip for Dwight Powell.
Hey, he's telling you.
Shout out.
Hey, and go follow Dallas Prospects on YouTube too, man. That's what Indy's part of.
Yeah, thank you for the generous contribution also, man. Appreciate
It was another one earlier too, bro.
Yes.
I don't know if you're gonna read
Feel
it.
like one of y'all got a super chat up in there.
Oh, it's for one of y'all channels.
Oh, Justo 11. Thank you for the generous contribution. He says Bobby Mark said he sees Phoenix at New York for the finals, which is shocking. Do you feel like teams respect y'all on a nightly basis or have to find out now? I think is basically what it is teams don't respect us now because during the offseason, stars drive narratives. Nobody wants to talk about role players during the offseason. You know what I'm saying? It's just the NBA is a star-driven league. But once the season starts, then the win-loss column will speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to anybody on our schedule because I feel like any NBA team can beat another NBA team on any given night. You can ask the Mavs guys who expected a lot of wins, and for some reason, one reason or another, things didn't go their way. Like the Charlotte game where things didn't go according to plan. You know what I'm saying?
DSJ turning into
Hey, I'm trying
Both
to be.
of them.
I'm trying
Gary
to be
Payton.
respectful. You notice I ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus.
Nah,
I was just trying to be respectful because it can happen. Listen, look at Atlanta. Why Atlanta always knock off the big dogs and then lose to
Charlotte three
Charlotte?
times.
Yeah.
Oh, so we both lost to Charlotte then.
But,
Okay.
but y'all
We
can
lost
beat
to
New York in the
Charlotte without
playoffs.
they starting backcourt.
Y'all can beat New York in the playoffs, though.
which New York? That New York team or this one?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just saying with the last one I seen him play.
Yeah,
I saw Trae Young taking a bow.
Man. Golly, we really playing the Rihanna card. We playing
Bro,
the Rihanna
I didn't say
card.
anything. We all talking about the past right now. The next season ain't start yet.
I
So
should have
we
worn my
can't talk about the
Trae
next
Young
season.
shirt. You know, I got that shirt when he throw it.
You know, the Knicks are still looking for Joel Embiid and all that stuff. Atlanta looking for their Pascal Siakam. We just looking for a center. That's it.
We got a center for you. I told you, King. I'm
No,
gonna send you
we
this
got-
video.
Not a first round pick though, Demar.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, Demar, you having too much, man.
First round
When
pick.
you
You got these
listen,
2 seconds, maybe.
Listen, the young Swiss player, man, he out there working with the likes of DeAndre Jordan.
Hey, oh my
DeAndre
God.
Jordan. Ooh.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go read that one too.
Thank you
Wait
for
till I
the
show you this
contribution.
spin move, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Hey, so Coy
okay.
says, much love, everyone. That Luka passing against Japan was amazing, man. Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate the
Thank you,
support
MVP of the channel, man.
of
Appreciate
all
it, Corey.
3 channels. Yeah.
Against Japan.
Yeah, they
I'm
playing.
last night.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
FIFA.
say this:
Japan got ballers.
They got Rui Hachimura.
That's it.
That's about it.
And he had black.
I mean, Carl Towns is running.
Japanese, is he?
Did you see Carl Towns
Nah,
highlights? Carl Towns was doing step back threes from half court, like doing crossovers because he plays for DR.
He playing against the YMCA guys. That's what this is how NBA players are playing against us.
He ready for the Knicks. He ready for the Knicks.
Hey,
Playing for y'all next year.
can we give him credit?
No,
I mean,
no,
you
no,
don't,
no,
you don't be the
no,
number one.
no,
You don't be the number one pick
no.
in the draft if you're not super talented, though.
Anthony Bennett.
Oh yeah, good point, bro. You absolutely right.
You say Michael.
Yeah, good point. Great point. Great point. Never mind. And never mind. I retract that thing. Cross what I just said from the record, bro.
Markel Fultz.
Yeah, never
I was
mind.
like, Anthony Bennett.
He just a
Ben
role
Simmons?
player now.
Michael
I think
McKinney.
Fultz-
Nobody remember him.
Do y'all think?
Shoulder.
Yeah, I remember Alo Candy. Do you think Fultz though is more of an injury thing or his mind thing or just?
I think it's both. Because like he came out of college with a jumper that was money
Yeah,
from 3,
right.
from mid range.
Mhm.
His shoulder screwed up all his mechanics. Then he started having with a hitch. Like
But-
learning
but
to
my-
shoot all the way from the beginning, all over again.
But
That's
my
gotta
question
take a
is
toll
this,
on your
though,
mental.
Dre. My question is this: why would you change your shooting style? Why not let the shoulder heal?
Heal.
He,
Something wrong
but
with it,
the
Demar.
thing,
Something
the
wrong
thing,
with it.
he had a nerve issue. He
Yeah,
literally couldn't raise his arm the same way
That's
without
right.
feeling pain.
And then
What
plus,
happened?
you remember, he was out for like a year and some change. He was
What
trying to,
happened
like,
though? Do we all
I
know?
believe he had some. I believe he had an accident,
the motorcycle
and then
accident.
it didn't heal correctly. And
So
then
he
he
had
had
a
some-
motorcycle accident before his career started. They didn't void his contract.
I don't even remember that, man. I thought he just
DJ Williams.
he just tweaked his shoulder or something.
Nah, he was in an accident, bro. And he messed up. He got
But
nerve
you know what?
damage.
Speaking of that, besides him, he's not a number 1 pick, but a number 2 overall. Is what's up with Lonzo Ball's knees, bro?
Ooh,
Oh,
his
yeah.
shoes, them big baller brand shoes.
Yeah, they said it was the shoes that did it, man.
Ended his career.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Everybody,
remember-
all the
remember the
ball,
first
all
time
the
he
ball
wore
But
it?
I don't think shoes got anything to do with the cartilage. Like he's losing
Nah.
cartilage in his knee.
They saying he don't have enough support in his feet, so his knees are like it's basically like buckling. He was just moving around on shoes.
Well, pretty
It's
much the shoes sped up the
okay.
process.
Yeah, like it sped up the process as far as his knees.
'Cause remember
being
during
hurt.
those games, he was switching his shoes like 4 or 5 times during the game.
That's why LaMelo stopped playing on them too.
Yeah.
and
That's
LaMelo,
sad.
and I'll say they might be injury prone in general because LaMelo gets hurt every year.
Yeah,
No matter what happens, he's missing 20 something games.
I want to see Melo with more
Minimum.
talent though first before I decide on him. His just might be, there's might as well not play it.
I don't know why they drafted that. I don't know.
What about Zion, number 1
Hey,
overall
if-
pick?
if
What
I
happened
could
to
just
him?
say
What's up
something.
with his? Go ahead,
Let
Freeze.
me just say something about the tall point guards, bro.
Go ahead.
So over the course of history, tall point guards are always going to be injured. When you see a tall point guard not get injured, you look at him as a case study for a unicorn. Because when you ask dudes 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", to defend the quickest guys on the court like that on a night-to-night basis all year long over the course of years, you begging for that guy to be injured, just like all of our wing players. Y'all notice our wing players stay hurt. They 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", and they get hurt guarding other players at 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". So when you ask a guy that's 6'6", 6'7" to be a quick twitch athlete, to guard on the perimeter and navigate screens and do all that running, sure, the shoes may have had something to do with it, but everybody knows, bro, like when you that size or that height, it's to your disadvantage. You generally, guys like that don't last, because if you think about this, when's the last time you saw a 6'6", 6'7" point guard play 10 straight years without injury?
LeBron James.
Or without a major injury, I mean.
But he's not guarding. But remember,
I'm messing with you. No.
But like usually the lanky point
Magic.
guard, no, they don't last.
I was even going to ask that Demond about Magic, because they don't call Luka. Everybody doesn't call Luka a point guard because he doesn't defend point guards. Magic wasn't defending point guards.
Well, you know what I look at? I look at the first thing I do when I look at tall people that's like 6'6", 6'7" and above. First thing I look at on the court, their running style. Right. Look how you run.
Yeah, how do
your feet land? Because if your feet, you run flat foot.
Oh yeah,
and I always watch this with bigs. The ones who run flat foot, they always end up with knee injury, because when you run flat foot,
everything is connected. So
impact,
once one thing goes up, it goes
jarring. Every step is jarring.
Yeah, because like I was telling my son, it's easier on your joints, on your knees, when you jog down court like a little faster than going slow, because with no big, especially the bigs, when they just going real slow, all that impact, boom, boom. But when you jog, it's less impact on the foot, which leads up to the knees. And back to what Real was saying, shoes do play a factor in that, because the way your shoes are shaped. Because y'all know, I do a lot of running.
Jordan,
the way your shoes are shaped, it can either help, because I got some shoes with tons of cushion in it, to where you don't even like feel the ground. But that impact, if them shoes don't absorb that impact, your knees gonna catch all.
That's why I love New Balance, bro. I love New Balance. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, your knees gonna get all of it. Yeah.
Look at like I said, look at the example of Michael Jordan. Look what happened to him after his Jordan 2s.
Yeah.
Like he had to completely go back into the drawing board, man, and change up his shoes, man, because of what happened with the Jordan 2s. Like you said, the shoes do matter. It's why you see so much technology now being invested in these basketball shoes nowadays, man. I don't know if y'all follow Wear Testers. He talks about that all the time. He talks about that all the time on his channel. It's like it's a certain technology they have in their shoes. It's not just for the look and all that stuff. It's for how those players are gonna have to wear those shoes.
Yeah, I remember Steph Marbury in the and ones.
Yeah,
remember Steph Marbury in the and ones. Wearing and ones, he hurt his legs.
That first game,
Yep, and ones. Retro Jordans, terrible to actually play in. They're horrible.
Jordan ones.
Jordan 1.
Like
all retro Jordans. His best shoes to play in is like the current Jordan, like 34.
Yes.
So they got the
those are more built for basketball.
After like number 17, that's when they actually started trending toward
best looking though.
No, they not.
They look like snow boots, right? But
like you,
but they perform amazing though. That's
Like me, the best shoe. The best Jordan shoe that I've ever worn is the Jordan 11. I think the Jordan 11 is potentially the greatest shoe ever invented. So that's how I love Jordan 11.
It's man preaching.
It gives you everything: performance, look, durability, all of that stuff, man.
Can you don't be a hater, bro?
My favorite. I know. I like the Jordan 11. It's my second favorite Jordan behind the 1. Well, actually, my favorite Jordan. Not my second favorite.
I'm a 5. I'm a 5 and 4 and 3.
My favorite basketball shoe, though, I told you, is the Grand Hills 95s.
The Felines?
They're the most comfortable shoe ever.
Bro, and I should have
just a pillow around your foot.
I believe it.
Is that a Mid-Atlantic thing? That must be a. Can't you from Mid-Atlantic? Is that everybody? It's like dudes from Mid-Atlantic always talk about Grant Hill, Stackhouse, New Balance.
The Felines.
No. I know they Felines, but the Stackhouse are Felines too.
Yeah, you said New Balance. I'm sorry.
No. I'm talking about all three of them together. I'm talking about all three.
I never had no New Balances though, so
I've had them.
You need to invest, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
We wear New Balance big over here, man. So New Balance.
Shout out to Baltimore, man.
Where you at, King?
Baltimore.
Oh yeah, and y'all used to be a bunch of phone posit wearers
Yep.
too.
Dope.
Yep, I know that one.
But yeah,
Space boots.
yeah, no, but
Yeah.
Grant Hill, I'm telling you, Grant Hill 95s and 96 actually. I know they felines and all that, people don't mess with them, but just if you want to go retro, 95 Grant Hill is the best shoes to wear as far as basketball shoes. Just try them on if you can.
Shout out to Grant Hill, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
Shout out to Jaden James Harden, man, who over here causing problems in the league right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamel, I did have a question for you though.
What's up?
How do you truly feel about Jalen Brunson being compared to Trae Young now? Do you feel like they're just trying to find a new item of the week, or like
It's just because he played in New York.
Right.
Okay. Do you think
he did it? Watch this. Okay, let's take away his regular season in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Just take playoff Brunson. That was what, 2 years ago, right?
Yes.
He plays amazing in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I ain't hear nothing about no Brunson outside of hardcore basketball heads. I didn't hear casuals speaking about Brunson. I didn't hear nobody coming out saying, man, this guy, blah, 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 blah. Right? Now, obviously, your Dallas fans and hardcore basketball fans who was following the playoffs is like, oh, this dude's cooking, woo, 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 woo. Right? He goes to Dallas. He goes to hell. If you really wasn't in basketball, who really was following Brunson being a free agent? Let's be real here. Now I followed it.
People said he was overpaid.
Well, I followed it because you know why? Because when you give people that type of money, now, and that's why I was that's why I was saying casual basketball fans, right? Now, casual was like, why are you giving this guy this contract? Because the first thing casuals look at, what has he done?
Yep.
Right. So you say, look, he did this in the playoffs, and they're gonna tell you, oh, well, that's it. So you give him honor for that's it. They're not realizing, like when we follow, when he come to our team, he's gonna add A, B, C, and D because we're missing A, B, C, and D.
Right.
Now you add the fact that he playing the biggest market in America. That's one.
Right.
He playing with a fan base that's deepest, that's everywhere.
Bananas.
Right? Everywhere you go is gonna be Knicks fans, right? Playing a position that Knicks fans have been crying for how long now?
Yep.
So you going from
since
they had my guy playing point guard when we played them. They shipped him to Detroit. What's the guy name?
Alec Burks.
Yeah, they was complaining about it. They was like, Tibbs, he's not a point guard.
Right.
So you go from Burks and then to Brunson, who just came out the playoff run. Then now I will give Brunson credit. He was amazing last year. I think he was 50% from the field, 40% from three. Got the Knicks right back where they was at 2 years prior.
To the Eastern Conference Finals.
And got them past the first round. And so I see why a lot of fans are excited. But this
I'll say this.
The boy Nick Muse tried that.
Oh, I need to bring that up.
He tried it on Twitter. And I'm like, listen, man. Listen, I want
to. Gray said he don't claim them, man. He said
I say, bro, listen, man. First of all, how you gonna compare point guards and you leave off assists? That's number one, right? So he just left the assist totals off his.
Assists don't matter,
right?
He was engagement baiting,
right?
For some reason, they don't count as assistant points.
Yeah, we're talking point guard. So he left that off, and I'm like, no rebounds. So he drops Brunson's stats.
Right.
I said, listen, Brunson had an amazing year. I'm not gonna sit here and not see what he did. I said, but my guy is 25-9 for 5 years at an elite level in the NBA. So then they try to come in and say, well, Trae's terrible defense. Here come my fellow Hawk fans. We got some nerds out there. They start dropping them defensive stats.
Oh man, don't believe them numbers, dude.
Fact check Matt was out there.
It wasn't even defensive rating. It wasn't even that. It was individual.
Gotcha.
And guess who was behind Trae Young?
Come on, Matt, with the stats. Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
Hey,
yeah.
I don't believe that. I test with Demar. You believe that?
No, and let me add something.
Trae Young average is still a game last year.
All right, you think Trae Young a better defender than Jalen Brunson from your eye test?
They all the same, man. Come on, man. Who? Let's be real. Who they really gonna guard?
Right. Nobody. But let me add this though.
Brunson got the thickness on him.
Had a top 7 defense. Jalen Brunson was on it.
Listen,
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Brunson and Trae Young ain't never gonna be no all defensive player.
No, I get that, but what I'm saying is the Trae Young thing is absolutely valid. When you're talking about picking nits, like when you're talking about top 5 point guards in the league, if you got to bury down net far to prove one guy is better than the other, you really don't have an argument,
Wait, how
right?
far? I didn't go far.
No, not you. I'm talking about the other guy.
Oh.
I'm talking about the other guy. When you gotta dig down there for Trae Young, Luka, Jalen Brunson, those guys. Of course, the Trae Young fans of the world don't want Jalen Brunson in a discussion because Jalen Brunson just got here, right? The Lukas of the world don't want Trae Young in the conversation because Luka does it with the crew from Star Trek, right? Luka would do it.
Hold on, whoa, which one?
Yeah. Well, the bad ones. I'm talking about the bad movies.
The D Space Nine.
Not Next Generation.
Nah. The dude with the butt face.
Babylon 5.
Yeah.
Oh, Next Generation.
Yeah. So I get it. I get it with Luka. You know what I'm saying? Let's give Luka his credit, bro. He's the best player in the NBA, and when he's in shape and engaged, he might be the best player of a generation, right? Let's give him his credit. And I'm not talking about accolades. I'm talking about what we see on the floor, right? Not going to get stats from 3 weeks ago, like what you see, right? The thing with Trae Young is an excellent point guard, bro. An excellent point guard. And it's a shame that the Atlanta franchise is wasting his prime years. That's what, and no disrespect to Demond and the Hawks fans, but over the years, what you see as a pattern is Atlanta will get a talent and then struggle to find guys to complement that guy. And then before you know it, the dude is so mad that he ready to, and the fans are ready to just throw their hands up. But the Jalen Brunson thing, you got to be fair to Jalen Brunson, bro. The fact that I said all that stuff about Luka and Jalen Brunson plays the same position should give you slack for Jalen Brunson, because say for instance, if Jalen Brunson and Trae Young played together, we wouldn't even be having this conversation, right? Because the fact that Jalen Brunson had to sit and be the co-pilot behind the best player of a generation, and he did it and proved himself, only proves the greatness of Luka and then the greatness of Jalen Brunson, where Jalen Brunson can leave Luka and then go somewhere else and then show the world what he can do. It only means that Luka is that much of a player that a cat like Jalen Brunson couldn't knock him off and take his job, because he comes to New York, and Dre can attest, in the playoffs, Dre, who's the most consistent Knick in the playoffs this year? Brunson by far, right? By far.
This dude averaged 30.
It's not even a question.
Wait.
Hold
Hold
that
up.
man single-handedly carried. He almost got y'all to the Eastern Conference Final.
Hold
by
up.
himself,
My guy has carried this franchise. We was under. People forget this, and I know a lot of people don't follow Hawks basketball. I know they don't. I know them casuals don't. My guy, we was under 500.
Yep.
My guy took us, and you could say the coach or whatever. When we got guy even said it, he said Lloyd Pierce was trying to develop. I was out here trying to win games. We clashed. My guy said it. When we got rid of Lloyd Pierce and Nate McMillan takes over, I don't know what he tells Trae Young, right? According to Hawks fans, Nate McMillan didn't add nothing new. Even if I give them that, that's cool. So that
Trae
means
Young,
my
the
guy
offense.
just needed someone to take the leash off of him so he could do his thing. We was 9 games under 500. We ended up finishing the season over 500, going to the conference finals. My guy won against the Knicks 2 road games.
He did.
My guy against Philly won 2 road games.
Mm-hmm.
My guy took game 1 against the Bucks on the road, 42-10. And people be acting like Trae Young some type of average ball player. That's why I keep telling people, my guy is 25-9 for 5 NBA seasons.
That's Hall of Fame too, by the way.
My guy not new to this. People forget that run. And it reminds me of how people forget about Isaiah Thomas's run. When they like to talk trash about Zeke. Until I start telling him, let me tell you who he knocked off. to go get his championships.
All of them.
Let me
All
tell you
of
who
them.
he ran. He ran through your favorite
All of 'em.
players.
Yep.
Hey, Devon, let me.
And people it just irked my nerves that people refuse to put my guy in the position he's supposed to be. Look, the numbers ain't lying to you. It ain't his fault he got here and we had nothing but trash.
You know what,
That-
Devon? I'm gonna say this, man. Listen, because I know as Mav fans we don't speak on this a lot, bro. Couple things. Appreciate what you said, Freezy, because me and King been saying that. Not just as Mavs fans, man. It's like just watching basketball in general, because we always see people comparing players to our guy, right? Like the Ja Morants, the Jason Tatum's, all these guys to Luka, man, right? And I tell folks this all the time. If you were to sit here and tell me that you was gonna trade, Jason Tatum straight up for Luka, I'd be pissed. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that ain't value.
I know the media hypes him up, say he this and that and this. I would be pissed if I found out the next day that we traded either Ja Morant, any other guys for Luka. I'd be mad.
I wouldn't take Joker.
I would not. You said
I
what?
wouldn't take
I
Joker.
wouldn't. I wouldn't trade any other player for Luka right now, bro. I'm sorry. I would not do it.
Right.
Like I would be mad if you told me you traded him for him, right?
Mhm.
So, but with all that being said, like the whole Trae Young thing, I know we supposed to have this whole beef with them because of the Trae Young Luka trade. I don't look at it like this. Like I said, I got Luka. I'm fine. I don't care about anybody else's players.
Yep.
My thing is, as watching Trae Young as a basketball fan, bro. I think I asked you this before, Demond. I don't understand where the disrespect comes from. I'm really trying to like narrow in where it's coming from.
I can give an assertion too. He's been polarizing since a teenager.
Yeah.
He's been polarizing in the EYBL. He's been polarizing the AAU.
Yep.
He's been polarizing at college. He's been polarizing since he got drafted because he got traded for Luka. Like, there's something about his game that irritates people. I don't.
Is
I
Trey
understand
efficient?
what.
Would you consider Trey efficient, Demar?
I consider Trey is a volume shooter, but I'm gonna tell you why. We have nobody else to shoot the ball
Right.
consistently.
They weren't a good
but-
shooting team last year.
John
until
Collins.
we picked up Murray. We didn't have and I'm gonna keep it real. Murray is no one will consider Murray, and I love Murray, a number 2 option on a championship team. No one will consider that, will say he is, right? So he had to put up stuff because, like he said, he's out here trying to win. He wasn't trying to develop with Collins. He wasn't trying to develop with Herter. He was trying to win games, right? It's all because he played for the Atlanta Hawks. If he played for New York, right? Because he showed worked out for him before the draft.
Yeah,
if
he
he
did.
played for the Knicks, you think you see the attention Brunson getting now?
They love him.
He'd probably be a 3-time All NBA player if he had the same numbers with the Knicks. He'd be a 3-time All NBA player. He'd be the face of the league right now.
You feel
It's
like he's
because
missing out?
go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
You get the mom was just saying you feel like he's missing out on all NBA teams. You feel like somebody else should have taken off the team and him put in place.
Listen, this is what I believe. Me personally, I don't care about all NBA stuff. I'm past that as a fan. I understand it
We
is
just
what
want
it
to
is.
win.
Yeah, I understand what it is for a player because players making all NBA don't do nothing for me as a fan. Like we ain't winning.
Just get him money.
SGA made.
I mean,
SGA was
look at the
first
Mavs.
team
Luka
All-NBA
made
in the
all
league.
NBA first team. What would you rather do? Be in the playoffs and he not make it, or not counting the draft pick situation, but
You talking about
you
just on the
rather-
surface? What
I'd rather be in the playoffs because at
It's a-
least that give my team a chance to compete for the title.
It's a combo of both. I always tell Rel though, Damon, because I understand what all NBA and all does for a player and the legacy and all. Like that all that stuff is attached to when they're done the game.
And
I
it's a
feel like
popularity vote.
yes, but it still is. Like I said, the reason that we put with Jordan, Tim Duncan, LeBron, and them so high is because we can go back and say they have 15 all NBA teams or whatever like that. Like it still adds on to your legacy when you're trying to be one of those upper echelon players. You want to
What's
have
the
that.
first thing they say though?
Yeah, you gotta have rings and all, but then you can just be Kawhi.
Because how many times you went up there and said, "Well, my guy's a 10-time All NBA player." They people going to be like, "So."
I mean, but
cares?
there's a reason Kawhi is seen on a different level than like even KD.
Yeah.
I mean, to me,
So,
KD
like-
better than Kawhi his whole
I
career.
don't know. I think
To me, he has.
Kawhi,
Peak for peak.
to me, Kawhi's done more.
I think he's done more with less.
Yeah, like I feel like
Okay, that could be true. Okay,
He will
I
relax.
can't
Hey,
argue that.
hey, KD might have had the deepest super team bag of all time, bro.
See, I can't argue that. But
I
I'm
think
gonna
KD
tell
had
you
a super
something,
team as
man.
well. Play against Kawhi and was down 20-something points in San Antonio.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like I told Ticket when Ticket told me that Trey Young is not a superstar. Like,
He's a
let me-
season superstar.
yeah, like I told Ticket. Now, obviously, I know you got to win games, but as an Atlanta Hawk fan, it ain't too many of us out there before Trey Young got here. Okay,
Right.
it ain't too many. So, like I tried to tell Ticket, the difference of me going to these San Antonio games before Trey Young and after Trey Young is night and freaking day. Like one, when I go to these games now, I go there with an expectations to compete and win the game. You know,
Right.
usually I'm just going there to support and see what these dudes gonna do. But the impact that Trey Young has had for the Atlanta Hawks, like I tell people, that super max we gave him, I guarantee you, if you run the numbers, the Atlanta Hawks organization made all that in his first 3 years.
Oh
So,
yeah, they underpaid.
tickets
Absolutely.
there, like the influence he's had on our organization. We got a Christmas game. We had a Christmas game for the first time in like 15 years.
Yep.
Talking
We
this
ain't
year?
never been on TV, huh?
You got this year?
No,
Christmas
it
game?
was the year before.
Last year.
That was the first Christmas game we had in like 15 years, probably longer than that. All these TV games we get, it's because of him. Everywhere he go, he has something that say Atlanta Hawks on. He representing. You know what I'm saying? And it just irks my nerves when fans try to tell me, he don't play defense. That's how I know you don't watch the games or you're not looking at the numbers. Now his defense has improved. He's
It has
averaging
improved.
a steal a game. What you want from a dude 6'1", 180 pounds?
He won 80?
Yeah, he light. He
What you
light.
think? You think he lighter than that?
Yeah.
Crazy
Oh
or
no,
what?
no doubt. He had to come up to 180, bro.
I mean,
Well,
he
yeah,
He
I'm
didn't sit in
talking.
the league at
Yeah,
no
he
180.
better be
dude, the
180.
dude when he got here was skin and bones, and that's what I be asking people. So, what you expect this guy to do? And in the league, when what the average height is, what guys? Probably about 6'4", 6'5", average
Yeah.
height.
And when you're basically the entire offense,
Yeah,
Like-
and he was all our offense, and
he was
And-
the offense.
exactly. I be like, what else y'all want? What else y'all want this guy to do, man? What else
Right.
you want?
But the
And that's
thing
why
is-
it's so
And I see your
important.
guy in the chat talking that he capping. He'll take 15. No, you ain't. You ain't gonna.
That's
you ain't
crazy.
gonna pass
What?
a
What you see?
25
Click
and
on it.
9, Sherwin.
Click on it. Don't just do it. You can click on that.
You ain't doing 20.
You good.
You ain't passing up on 25 and 9, Sherwin, unless you plan on getting
That's
fired.
crazy.
I ain't no
That's
ain't
crazy.
15 before.
Hey,
Hey, Brunson not even getting you 15, bro.
25
shout out to our
and
favorite
9
trolls,
for 5
Sherwin.
years. And
Sherwin,
and
one
y'all
of
be
our
trying
favorite
to-
trolls, and Foot is in the chat too. Shout out to Foot in
Shout out
in
Foot,
the
the
chat.
homeboy.
That be wilding out
Yeah.
sometimes. Rel, can we read that super chat from Bully?
Oh yeah, my bad. My bad. Where you at?
Bro, while you getting it, bro, the question for y'all real quick is I don't know if either one of y'all have your number one yet. I think that's the question a lot of folks have for y'all team. And you may think differently. You may say Trae Young is. Maybe he is. Maybe Jalen Brunson is. But I think the eye test isn't showing folks number one, if that makes sense.
Well,
If-
let me.
You know what? Probably because he's so. You know the when I came up when I was a kid, I was always taught this, right? And I know me and Freezy about the same age.
Yeah.
You don't want your point guard to be your best player. That's why when I
Or
came up,
taking
that's
all the
what-
shots.
yeah, that's what I was always told. You don't want your point guard to be the best player because they're usually what the shortest player on the team, and some other stuff behind that. And I think people still live by that because you don't really see point guards leading the team to the championship. I mean, when you think about it, who you got? Zeke,
Isaiah
When we-
Steph.
Zeke
Yeah,
and Steph,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
That's it. Yeah.
you know
Isaiah
what I'm
Steph.
saying? And obviously, what are those? Those are Hall of Famer, generational talent type players, right?
And it's also a flawed way of thinking.
Yeah.
Because it ultimately, just real quick, I just want to say, I'll
Go ahead,
read
go
the
ahead.
super chat and then I have a thought.
Go ahead.
Bully, thank you for the generous contribution. Bully says, salute Freezy, Dre, Damon, King, Rel, salute 100. Shout out to the chat. I like the crossover. Yes, yo, we like this crossover too, man. We got more stuff to come. We just did a show last night with Big Tone, who does Miami Heat stuff.
I gotta watch that
and,
too.
and Greg, and Greg that does the San Antonio Spurs stuff. So we grown the network, man. So eventually you'll probably see more faces and more teams and more in-depth conversations about players around the league. I just want to say this about Trae Young, though. The thing about Trae Young is not his numbers, right? It's not his impact. What it is NBA fans are used to seeing an archetype do things a certain way, flex superpowers. Like for instance, to be a superstar in this league, most NBA fans have the mindset that you have to be bigger, stronger, faster. And if you don't, and if you don't fit that mold of bigger, stronger, faster, then people will say, well, he must be doing it with smoke and mirrors. Well, Trae Young is not doing it with smoke and mirrors. Trae Young has elite skills. Trae Young is probably one of 3 guys in this NBA that can make elite passes with both hands on the move. And you know who the other 2 are. It's Luka Doncic and Chris Paul. Everybody else, even though they can pass,
Bro.
No, nah, man.
What?
Nah. Tyrese Halliburton neither. Tyrese Halliburton neither. No.
On the move with either hand?
No.
Bron is ambidextrous.
No, he no,
not LeBron.
LeBron. Wait a minute, LeBron can pass like Luka now?
He's damn near close to it at his peak.
Maybe
remember
LeBron
James?
LeBron at 30, maybe? LeBron at 27?
Wasn't he just leading the league in point and being a point guard like 3 years ago in assists?
Yeah, no.
He decided to just be a point guard and say I'm gonna lead the league in assists and win the championship.
Bro, the game we played against y'all, the game we forced Luka a certain direction, right? Mm-hmm. We forced Luka into a double team, right? We chased him into a double team with one guy, but there was another doubler waiting to come. It was a perfect defense by Tom Thibodeau, right? Mm-hmm. Luka, not only does he recognize it, bro, going away from that double team, he throws a pass to the opposite corner, to the opposite wing, to Tim Hardaway Jr. for a 3 that tied the game. LeBron not doing that, bro.
Yes, he can.
No,
I seen that a bunch of times.
You gotta go back and just watch LeBron just pass
right now.
Career. Like I ain't saying right now.
No, I'm talking about right now.
He still can right now. He still can.
No, I'm talking at this moment. No, I'm not putting LeBron passing with Trae Young passing, bro. I'm sorry. I think that's one of the reasons. See, Demond, you see why I'm talking about bigger, stronger, faster? Trae Young do it. He's a smaller guy that doesn't have elite hops, right? He doesn't present like a physical advantage. He presents a skill advantage. So since he's not bigger, stronger, faster, Trae Young gets left out of all of these conversations just because he's not either Ja Morant in terms of being that size and being explosive or being a walking unicorn like Luka Doncic. That's why Trae Young gets left out of a lot of conversations.
What's the difference between Trae Young and Luka Doncic?
Luka can make more passes because he's taller.
Size.
That's it.
It's bigger, stronger, faster.
That's what I'm saying. The issue is that y'all gave us the size.
That's it.
That's been the main issue.
Yeah.
He put up the numbers. Bro, you don't average 25 and 9 at the NBA for 5. That's an average for 5 years.
Yes.
You don't go on the road in the playoffs and knock off a number 1 seed, 2 road wins, and what? And right. People go and homie sitting here talking, he's not a winning player. What are you talking about? This how I know when y'all just be up here yapping your mouth. What you mean he passes when he don't have a shot? Let me tell you something, man. This how I know you don't watch Atlanta Hawk basketball. It's a reason why he has to do that. Who he gonna pass the ball to, dummy?
DeAndre Hunter. When guys that can't put the ball on the floor and do anything.
My bad, guys. My bad.
It's guys on that Atlanta team that need to be spoon fed because they don't have the skill to do anything else.
Hey, King, y'all sound familiar to you?
And when people tell me that, when people say that, Dre, I have no problem with that. I have no problem because I sit here and tell you, okay, we don't have another guy where you could throw them the ball. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna say it like this. We don't have another player on this team who commands a double team besides Trae Young. No one else on this team get double. Now,
that's why y'all want Pascal to begin with.
Not Murray. No one else on this team gets double except who? The smallest dude on the court. Why? Because he's elite. Role players and average players don't get double teamed.
No, they don't.
Every night.
No, stars don't even get double team, bro.
Every
Just regular
night.
cats like Chris Middleton don't get double team, bro.
Yeah, you know how you know you're a star player, superstar when teams game plan for you.
They get weeks in advance. They drafting dudes to stop you. That's how you know when like this draft that just went by. All those wing defenders that got drafted, Luka Doncic. You know why Luka? You know why teams are drafting these agile, explosive wing defenders?
They're trying to beat
Lukas,
Luka.
Tatum's, Browns, Giannis's. You know what I'm saying?
What?
And then they're gonna take and as a byproduct, they're gonna take them same dudes and they're gonna try to put them on Trae Young and Jalen Brunson every night to try to create a disadvantage for them. But the Jalen Brunsons of the world, the Trae Youngs of the world, just because you're not tall doesn't mean that you're not hyper impactful
or effective
for a team. Yeah. That's the thing.
Wait,
we
wait,
get,
wait.
we
My
get
bad.
caught up.
My
Okay,
bad,
bro.
Freezy. My bad. But can I say one thing, man? Let me talk to the homie right here, Div X, man. The reason Trey also gets shut because of shutting down the playoffs. That is why Luka isn't getting on the hate because he. Let me tell you something, Div. Okay, one. Okay, Trey Young got shut down in one playoff series, the Miami series. Excellent game plan by championship coach Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah.
I gotta tip my cap. I gotta give credit where it's due. But
Atlanta coach got outcoached.
but once again, we had nobody on the team who could pass the ball to, who could make something happen. That's number one. Number two, you say that's why Luka isn't getting all the hate. Let me tell you something. What you got to learn, Div. When you're looking at the media, okay. When you're looking at that media stuff, because that's where all the hate and stuff, the media starts it and casual fans run with it, right?
Yep.
Luka, it's Luka. We not talking about his talent, his ability, but the NBA is marketing him a certain way, right? They're marketing him a certain way.
We feel like him marketing him enough.
If that was Trae Young,
stop it.
If that's Trae Young,
No,
and we
you
missed
better,
the
you better
playoffs,
go on Mad Twitter. Go on Mad Twitter.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the hate if Trae Young made All NBA and we didn't make the playoffs?
Oh God!
The New York Knicks get more ESPN time than Luka Doncic.
This
We
crazy,
deserve
man.
more NBA time.
This
Wow.
crazy. Div up here trolling.
Yeah,
It's crazy right here, man. This is wild.
I mean, we are the biggest market.
Just because y'all the biggest market, I got you.
This is crazy.
That's because we get.
But you
more
know what's so
games
funny,
because-
Freezy? You know what's funny?
What's that?
Them casuals be talking trash, but then when I be on Twitter and I watch all these trade proposals, they all want him on his team.
Yeah,
You know how it is.
It'd be them 2K trades.
How many national televised games y'all got? Drake.
They traded Taj Gibson for Trae Young.
Not for we got 20. I don't really count NBA TV games because they're
Somebody else said
broadcast
that too.
locally.
They don't count
Oh,
NBA TV.
We got 28.
Yeah, we got 25 including NBA TV.
That's for you,
Yeah.
Freezy. We got 28.
Yeah. No,
Bigger
no,
market.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing about Luka, man. I just want to clarify this. I'm not poo-pooing on Luka, but the mere fact that y'all think Luka don't get his way is mind blowing.
No,
bro.
we didn't say he don't get
No,
his
we
way.
didn't say he don't get his way.
We said he doesn't get. We feel like he should get more credit. Like you can go watch any of them shows. First Take and all. They don't have long segments sitting on Luka. They usually talking about Kyrie or LeBron or KD or even Phoenix Suns and all that. They don't talk about Luka. Like
They might talk about
sorry.
Kawhi
Thank
more.
you, Eddie and the Cowboys.
yeah, and the
Kawhi don't
Cowboys.
even play.
But my statement basically to you guys first and foremost. Well, I should ask Damon first. Damon, do you feel like what's his name? John Collins had more of an impact 3 years ago than what's his name? Murray has had so far on your team?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think
I can see that.
then you're gonna see what John is. I mean, we basically, and not to John's fault, we basically phased him out of what we was trying to do. You know, I think a better coach could have. I don't want
Utilize them better.
if we had more. If we would have stayed on our trajectory, I think John Collins would have got more touches in areas he's already good at.
Gotcha.
He's already good at the face-up game, mid-range.
Rim
We was
running.
trying to turn him to a stretch four.
In the corner
during the
threes.
Yeah, that's all they had him doing was shooting threes. And it's
But he a finisher that can shoot the three. He's not a 3-point shooter that can finish.
right. But
So
we was
you
trying to
wanted
turn
him, Demond, to add that 3-point game to his game, what he
Yeah.
already was doing.
But he could
add it,
always-
not
He
make it
should
his
be
focal point of his
inside out,
He was-
not outside in.
He's a,
Right.
John is a 40% career 3-point shooter.
He's
He
inside
just
out.
happened to have a down year, but like what Frizzy was saying, he is not a 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
He can shoot if he's wide open, if need be. But usually
That's
he
what
was
you
shooting
wanted.
threes. By the time he's shooting threes, he was already in rhythm from his face-up game, from the mid-range. So that three was in rhythm. Now we was trying to turn him into something. But like I was telling fans, you're going to see what he do in Utah. You're going to see what he put out in Utah. He's going to be a real good – now, I'm not saying he's going to be some type of all-star caliber player.
He's going to be more efficient for sure.
Yeah,
Right.
Gonna,
But he got a
gonna
tough road ahead of him, though. Because he's going to be the third or fourth big in Utah behind
Well,
they
third.
all-star power forward. And not
Hey, you don't think they're going to slide
drafted the guy, too.
market it down to 3?
No.
They play marking him at the 3 at times.
He can't defend the threes, though.
Yeah.
But the Cavs were running them at the 3 a lot when they had him, and Utah here and there throws them at the 3 here and there. Because they like that young center that they have.
Kessler nice. Yeah, and he played the 3 against us, and he was RJ Barrett. Them was roasting that cat.
Yeah,
when he was at the 3, they gave up an 8-point lead. As soon as they put him at the 3, they gave up an 8-point lead. We took like a 10-point lead and never looked back. Right, but the thing I want to say though about John Collins and the Atlanta Hawks and Luka is this. The thing about Luka is in game, bro. Nobody gets more calls going their way than Luka. That's not even up for discussion.
And he be complaining his ass off too.
Yeah, Joel Embiid has a Luka Doncic poster on his wall. He aspiring to be Luka Doncic when it comes to that.
Joel and Giannis get more free throws.
Nah, bro, no.
They do.
No,
it's a
fact.
No. They do.
You talking to a Knicks fan, bro?
It's a fact that Joel gets more free throws per game than Luka Doncic.
That may be true, but the phantom calls, any call that is like go either way.
Freezy, I think some of that is because you're scarred because he gave us 60.
Hey, Trey, I was going to get to that part. I'm gonna let him finish. I know where it's coming from.
This dude,
I heard the show after he gave y'all that 60. I heard some of this stuff
Justin
come up.
Timberlake singing his theme song, bro. Everywhere Luka go, Justin Timberlake be singing his theme song, bro. Those that don't know what the song is Cry Me a River. Justin Timberlake be following Luka singing Cry Me a River, bro.
He cry, baby.
Hey, the homie Luka, hey, that boy be racking up them texts though. God,
hold on. He ain't the only one.
The Knicks don't do that though.
No.
Draymond
know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, I'll listen. Hey, I used to complain when Trey be complaining to the refs, right?
Right.
I went to that Spurs game last year, and just sitting there, I never realized how much they be slapping this dude, man. He be bringing the ball down, slap. I'm like, I'm not gonna call. Nah, I see why he complained. I can't see it on TV.
Or hear it. You can't hear it on TV.
Yeah, when I was there, I was like,
we said hear it.
Yes.
You already know Freezy, like LeBron and them, those bigger guys, Shaq, they get hit all the time. Luka is a 6'7", 260-pound point guard. He's getting hit that drives to the rim all the time. That's one of the second most drives in the league behind Shai Gilgeous. He's going to get smacked all the time. That's why
another dude that gets hit all the time.
Yeah, like he's going to cry. But I just want to say this to you real quick before I go off the topic. LeBron James is a better passer than Chris Paul.
No, stop it, bro.
All time?
He may not have
maybe all time.
He's a better passer.
But right now,
he's a better passer than Chris Paul.
Maybe Chris, but LeBron is better passer. LeBron right now is not a better passer than Luka or Trae Young. Right now, bro.
No. Not saying right now.
I'm talking about just in general. LeBron James is one of the greatest passers of all time. He's on
general,
that Magic Johnson type level. Like that's with LeBron James.
I'm not disputing that. I'm with you on that one. But I'm talking about right now in this moment. We talking about in this moment is Luka and Trae Young and Chris Paul.
Right? No, he's better
because LeBron can't even get to the same spots he used to be able to get to in that
Chris
era.
Paul can't anymore.
Chris Paul can't. You think
Chris Paul can't do anything anymore?
Yeah, assist right now.
In that finals game, he said he couldn't even shoot.
Right.
Did y'all see that interview? He said
LeBron still getting
he couldn't even shoot the ball. He was faking the whole time out there.
Because this is the thing that gets left out of the thing with Chris Paul. When Chris Paul goes left, he can't shoot. If you notice, he can't shoot. So he gets predictable. Like when he goes left, he's gonna pass. So teams overhaul.
Wilding, bro.
Y'all be
It's and that to that point, that's where the physical part set them apart.
Yeah.
Where LeBron
Right.
opens up defenses because if he goes left, if you don't bring a help, he's just gonna finish with his left through the contact like it ain't nothing. And if you bring the help too much, he's gonna move the ball, keep it moving.
Flick it to that short corner.
You remember some of the passes Brown was doing back in 2018? He's faking guys out. And
he was doing the Raptors dirty. He did the Raptors dirty.
Right, but again, that was 5 years ago, bro.
All right, when Chris Paul had a great assist, how many
5 years ago? 5 years ago, I was benching.
What's the last assist you remember Chris Paul making?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we talk about 5 years ago, bro.
Hey, to be honest with you, I can't really remember a time where I was like, "Oh my God, look at that pass by Chris Paul."
Like, when the last Chris Paul assist you like since he left the Clipper City or whatever, left Lob City, that you thinking about like, "Oh my God, Chris Paul made a ridiculous assist."
But when so even if Chris Paul has come back to the pack, there's no way that LeBron right now is passing like Luka or Trae Young.
I'm sorry.
These are the conversations that get Trae Young overlooked because he's not a monster on the floor in terms of size like Luka or LeBron. Then we forget about how great this dude is, bro. When you watch Trae Young, bro, we watched Trae Young live. No lie, I was 2 rows behind the bench, bro. I watched Trae Young get trapped and throw a bounce pass halfway across half court to a wide open dude that missed a 3-pointer. And Trae Young go through that all night long, every night. Every night he give them every night he hitting people with dimes. The dude averaged 9 assists. If he had dudes that could shoot, this dude may average 13 assists, is what I'm saying.
And Magic Johnson a better passer than John Stockton. But what I'm saying to you is Trae Young is a top 5 passer in the game today.
Right.
LeBron James is a top 5 passer of all time.
I agree with you.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the difference in LeBron. LeBron, even though Trae can get more passes, I don't want to discredit Trae because he can go get you 12, 14, 15, 20 assists. He can do whatever you want him to do. The type of assist that a LeBron James can make, Trae Young can never make because of his size, just based off of that alone. So that's why that's why LeBron right now I feel like is a better passive still.
But
like
that's
LeBron,
the point I was making to the
8 assists.
And that, you know what, and to kind of pick it back off of that though, what y'all two were just saying. That's why you kind of got to give Trae Young a little bit more credit with the passes because he can do those things. Yeah,
he's a great passer. I will not doubt him.
He can't do those things because of size. Yeah,
bro, LeBron is a different beast of a passer. Like,
oh no, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. I'm not disagreeing.
Chris, you a hater, Chris. Chris, you a hater.
Yeah. All I'm saying is Trae Young, and listen, I'm not saying this like I'm a Trae Young fan because I'm not. I'm a Jalen Brunson.
Breezy, we know you got the jersey in the closet, man.
Right. Way in the closet. Deep.
Everybody a Trae Young fan, man.
No, but what I'm saying is Demond, you watch games like I do. Both of us are in the South, so or I watch more Hawks games because I'm in the South. I'm in South Carolina, so I see Knicks, Hawks, and Hornets all the time. Right. The only player that's even close to getting into that level is LaMelo. Right.
I knew you were gonna say that.
There's nobody else coming up getting in that category of being able to. Man, look, we was at.
I'll put Jokic up there to be absolutely honest. Even though he makes the simple read a lot, and a lot of it's because he's 7 foot tall. Right. But his manipulation is ridiculous. In terms
and he's
of,
a daring passer too.
Yeah, he's seeing it before it even happens.
Trae Young to me.
Jokic is one of the best.
Period. Not even best passers. Not best big man. He's one of the best.
Giannis shooting over 12 free throws a game.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Luka is not the number 1 dude. Giannis and I'm shooting like damn near 2 over him.
Jesus Christ. I didn't know that. I knew he was up there, but I didn't know he was shooting 12.
I mean, because that's all. I mean, really, you got to pretty much foul him half the time to try to stop him.
Aren't these 3 of the top 4 guys as far as driving to the rim?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I don't know about Embiid.
I said 3 of the top 4.
Yeah.
Shea and Giannis. 3 of the top 4 guys.
I'm kidding, by the way.
Is this the crybaby list, bro? Right here. Top 5 crybabies in the league. Is that what this is?
No, I don't think Shea considered a crybaby.
No, Shea don't cry.
Yeah,
what?
What?
Is Shea considered a crybaby? You think it
crybaby
though?
I'm going to challenge y'all to just watch OKC games this year. Watch OKC games this year. Now, while he not wilding out getting tech, bro, nobody ISOs more than this dude, and nobody cries for fouls more than SGA, bro.
Damn, I didn't think he cry. When I see him playing, he don't usually cry.
I never see him say anything.
Okay.
Because they ain't been winners, so I don't usually see him.
Because he a loser.
This is his first year averaging. This is his first year.
Like, we're gonna lose anyway. Fuck it.
This is his first year averaging 30. So, so once you hit that threshold and you feel like you deserve respect, even though he already got the 10.9, he's gonna feel like, oh, I need to get 18 free throws.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put on the show.
Y'all know this SGA uncle talking, right?
SGA he averaged 30, but did they make the playoffs?
Ooh.
They should have, but they load managed him. I don't know if you know this, but they load managed him like the second half of the year. And they just
don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
I bet. Don't worry, because I'm finna get on finesse. I be going in finesse. Listen, man, let me tell you something about finesse, man. Y'all know him. He a Knicks fan, but let me tell you
fearless, bro.
This
dude, he do the same way, man.
He stay be trying to push my buttons. I don't never fall for it.
He tried to get us on the last show, man.
Hey, but you know what? With the young boy, I got time today. So don't worry, I'm gonna dress you in and don't worry, finesse. I got something for you. I got something. But no, what I want to say about SGA real quick, Dre, was you said the old manager. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking like maybe OKC front office probably thought the season was a wash when Chet went down early. So maybe they was like, you know what? We ain't finna make the playoffs anyway.
That's basically what they was saying.
Yeah, and he was dragging that team. Him and Jalen Williams coming out of nowhere for them.
Yeah,
kind of helped them because now the trajectory is a little bit different with Jalen Williams and
how they gonna play all people though?
They ain't. They're gonna consolidate some of them young dudes with a ton of picks for whatever superstars available at the time.
That's what I was thinking too. Same thing I was thinking. You know what's so funny? They doing just like we did Oklahoma City. Like when we went to the conference finals, Travis Sleet didn't think we was finna. When we fired Lloyd Pierce, he didn't think we was going nowhere. I think he wanted us to go in the lottery, right? Because what that does is when we make that conference final run, it changes our plans. You know, you can have this nice plan all laid out, but then, you know, if you luck up or whatever and start winning, now your thought process of, you know what, let me add a couple more younger pieces. Now it turns into, okay, now I got this guy averaging 30, he all NBA player. Now we got to put people around him because guess what? He might request to get up out of here.
I was going to tell you about that. Like, I've been arguing that Halliburton thing. I didn't think Halliburton was better than Brunson last year. People were yelling at me in my space.
Halliburton being better than Trey and Brunson. Listen, if Halliburton, people only like Halliburton because he says 5.
I mean, Halliburton nice though. But
I like
Halliburton. He's nice, but
I'm not taking him over Trey Young. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
I'm not taking him over Jalen Brunson right now either.
Sorry, can't do it. If Halliburton was 6'1", no one would care about him.
Let me
who better for USA right now?
Oh, we Captain America. You know who Captain America.
Oh, gotcha.
Let me put this right here though, bro. He says Giannis dropped 50 to win the chip. What has Luka done? Dropped 37 and 3/4 against that same team in the game 7.
We supposed to lose.
You know
we
what,
got
man?
them up out of there.
And you know what? You know what, fellas? We need to do one of these shows where we just address the chat because they be
people talking reckless.
We
man.
talking, and I be looking. They be throwing little shots in there when I be reading. I'm like, okay, they throwing shots now. Okay, I see you.
Yeah, they be throwing stuff like Luka more skill doesn't make him better, and I'm like, I understand what y'all saying, but you gotta when you also comparing these players, you gotta compare year with year. Like Luka's not at Giannis's year yet, so let's see what Luka gets.
How about Luka? Luka's better than Giannis. Let's stop it.
I'm not gonna say he's better because he doesn't have accolades.
No, come on, bro.
I can't say because he doesn't have accolades yet, Freezy. I think he's better.
I think this is what I've been telling King for the last year and a half. I said the 3 best players in the league to me are Giannis, Luka, and Jokic.
Yeah,
I've been saying
you're not including Embiid.
No.
You're not putting. Wait a minute. You're not putting Jalen Brunson up there, bro.
Okay. My bad. And Jalen Brunson. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson might be ahead of Giannis. Tell you the truth.
Oh no! So y'all taking Embiid over Jokic?
No. Hell no.
Okay, now hold on. Let me ask you this question. I know it's easy to say that now. Were y'all taking him over him before the championship?
No.
Okay. Same here.
No, but well, let me explain. Let me explain why. The reason, and here's why. And people don't notice this, but this seems to ring true. Teams that tank to get an elite player, that elite player never gets over that mental hump of becoming a winner. right? Like you can tank all you want, right? Say you tanking to get talent. You just tank to get talent, bro. But when it comes time to getting over the hump, you're gonna have to trade away them pieces and bring in somebody with the mental toughness.
That's a good point.
In order, because you teach these young guys that winning is not important at the very beginning of their career. So when it comes time for those games to be important, they are basically a product of how they were raised, right? For
Didn't
instance,
y'all hold on? Didn't y'all tank to get Ewing?
no, we didn't tank to get Ewing, but
They just got the envelope first.
Bernard King blew out his knee. Remember?
No. They got you in fair and square.
You're the only guy I can think of.
Very square. Envelope type square.
Fair and square.
Spurs did it.
Tim Duncan. That's
Spurs
the
did
only
tank to
person
get.
that did it and worked is Tim Duncan. That's
Spurs
it.
did tank to get Duncan.
No,
Yeah,
but
Well,
remember
no, David Robinson got hurt.
But David
Yeah,
Robinson got hurt the year
But then,
before that.
but then he could have came back though when they decided.
coulda came back
leave him
tomorrow,
out.
remember
But he had a knee
He
sprain. He had a knee sprain and a concussion. Remember
And
when
he
Karl
decided to come out.
Malone elbowed him?
Yeah.
He got the concussion, but he sprained his knee on the same play. So why would you bring David Robinson back for 10 games when your season is already over?
No, I don't think it was completely over yet, Freezy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It may not have been, but it seemed like that. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think they said we done.
I thought they could have came back earlier.
Yeah, I think they just said we done and we're gonna just sit them and don't even try.
Yeah, I think they knew the season was over. Basically, is what I'm getting
That's
at.
tanking. I mean,
Yeah. But that franchise though was not a tanking team.
No.
They set David Robinson out for that year. Whereas Joel Embiid, their plan was to tank and manipulate the NBA draft lottery. You know what I'm saying? And so think about all the teams think about the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors were earning their way in the lottery because they sucked. But if you notice, Klay Thompson wasn't the number one pick. Steph Curry wasn't the number one pick. Harrison Barnes wasn't the number one pick. Draymond Green wasn't the number one pick. All those guys, they never had the number one pick. You know, teams like Philly and Orlando, like even Paolo right now, right? If Orlando doesn't pivot and start trying to win, Paolo is going to have that tanking mindset. Oh, I'm just out here, you know what I'm saying, just trying to prove that I'm the best player and try to make the all-star team. Versus if their energy is solely pent on we are trying to win every game, then you know what I'm saying, you come up with that mindset. That's why it's dangerous what OKC is doing with SGA right now. If SGA and Orlando doesn't pivot and focus on trying
to win right now, because
right now
you're gonna waste that, guys.
Yeah.
Well, Orlando don't got to win right now because they got Paolo for the next 4 years, so he can't go nowhere.
I mean, they don't got to.
I'm talking the mentality. I'm not talking about.
Okay.
Shea been in the playoffs though. What, 2 times, right?
Yeah. With the Clippers too.
He been there once with the Clippers and once with OKC.
Yeah.
So
when Chris Paul got there.
Yeah, he hasn't, like, his career hasn't been as trash as everybody thinks it has. Like,
no,
after years, he's been competing for playoffs.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, but if you got Victor Wembanyama right now, and the Spurs have been tanking the last 2 seasons, you better start trying to win right now with Victor, because if you are focused on tanking with Vic to try to get another pick next year, them young kids, them young boys develop those bad habits that get ingrained in them. And it's too hard. You can't shake it once they get a taste of it.
It's why Houston signed all them dudes for all that money,
right?
Because they got a bunch of young guys. They literally traded 2 first-round picks.
Right.
Remember Garuba and Tata.
Right.
They traded them dudes
just
to figure out a way to get like actual NBA players or guys that are ready.
Winners.
Yeah. You gotta have that mentality, and that's what we talking about with the Hawks. You know, we need not a veteran. He don't, like I was telling the fellas, we need a veteran who coming from a winner. Now, when I say that though, I don't need a veteran who has to play. I just need a veteran who's coming from a winning culture. Who knows what they used to tell her, who know what right look like. Hey, young fella, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Hey, guy, don't do that.
Who's your vet? Who was your vet last year?
We didn't have none.
You remember the year before that? It was Solomon Hill, but they gave Solomon
John
Hill
Collins, man. John Collins was our vet last year.
That's another thing. Yeah, hey, Rel, y'all mind if I speak to that point just really quickly about the missing piece? Like for Atlanta, it was guys like Solomon Hill, the dudes that were not key contributors, and I'm not speaking for Damon, but the dudes that may not have been all-stars, but they keep the ship afloat, right? They keep the ship going in the right direction.
Yep.
They're like, nah, we ain't going to the club on a Friday night when we play New York and we got to play 1 o'clock on a Saturday. No, we ain't doing no stupidness. When you got veterans like that, like for instance, with Dallas, the fact that they lost Jalen Brunson, the on the court stuff is one thing, right? But the leadership aspect of it, behind closed doors, the guy that bring everybody together, the good decision maker, you know what I'm saying? The guy, like Damon said, the guys that know what right look like. You got to have them guys around your team because, you know, when your team is super young, then you'll make like Emmanuel quickly came down and shot a 27-foot 3-pointer against 3 dudes. It was a 1-on-3, and he shot a 27-foot 3-pointer with 19 seconds left on the shot clock, and we were down by 7. Right? It just showed he didn't value the basketball, bro. It's one of them things you got to have a veteran around to be like, no, you know what I'm saying? Because the young guys feel like they feel like they have superpowers, bro.
It's hubris.
Yeah. So Damon, hey, that was a great point, man. The Solomon Hill thing, I think, you know what I'm saying, was a key contributor in a backslide. And I'm not saying that he was y'all most valuable player, but solid vets like that help
he
a
was
franchise.
our most valuable player. He was the one when prime example. And my bad, I know I'll be getting loud sometimes. I'll be getting carried away. Prime example, when we was playing y'all in the playoffs and Trey walking off the court. What's his name with them ugly ass dreads?
Noel Nerlens.
Not Nerlens. He played
Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock.
He bumps Trey, right?
Disrespect.
No one else on the team does nothing. Now, obviously, we don't want Trey to do so because we can't afford for this dude to get kicked out of the game.
Yeah.
But who saw it? He saw it from the bench, Solomon Hill, and he walked Reggie Bullock down and shoved him back.
Right.
Key stuff like that. Also doing that run. But before we made that run, who else do we have on the team? Veterans as Dwayne Dedmon.
Gallinari.
Guess what? He was already on the team, but Travis let him go.
Right.
Fast forward, rumors come out. Trae Young was upset we didn't have Dwayne Dedmon, and that's when it came out that Dwayne Dedmon was the locker room leader. Guess what happens?
Right.
We trade for him back from I forgot where he was at. I think Sac. He was somewhere. We trade for him back, and I was like, we should just kept him in the first place, right?
Right.
But it goes to show you, like Freezy's saying, those veterans, when you have young, because let's be real, we as fans put our hopes and dreams of winning the championship, obviously the owners do too, into dudes who's probably, I know for me and Freezy, who could probably be our kids.
Right.
We over here hoping a 22-year-old, 23, 24-year-old is the savior. You know what I'm saying?
By nature, they not ready to be leaders.
They not. So you need, and this is my favorite line in pro sports, somebody to teach them how to be a professional, because there is a way how you conduct yourself. When you look at people, you know what a prime example, a good thing, guys, when I listen to the Jeff T blog podcast, and you know what I'm thinking when he say some of that stuff, I'm like, you was playing for us at the time. You over there bullshitting.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. While he laughing and kicking, you know what? And Tracy McGrady told me, I'm sitting here thinking like, you was our starting point guard, and you.
But he wasn't a vet though. At that time, he wasn't a vet though.
I say that to say this. This why you need vets,
right?
To get the younger players to be professional. Stop BSing around. You see what I'm saying? Why you not like Kobe? Because Kobe Bryant made basketball a priority. His family then it was basketball. He was you know what I'm saying? And a lot of and it's not. And you know what? I'm not even knocking those guys, because I know a lot of players play sports and it's just a means to an end. Their heart not into it. I ain't mad at them if
it's a career.
If a sport can finance what you really want to do it. I ain't mad at you. But it's the fact that I'm sitting here rooting for T, and meanwhile, his thought process at the time is, man, fuck this game.
Right. I'm just trying to get paid.
I'm trying to go to Magic City after this and BS around, and we got to get it. Man, this dude said, when he playing against a guy who's like a star, he goes to bed early and does all this stuff and gets ready. But if we playing somebody who don't consider a star, he up all night at the club. And I'm like, really? This is how you approach the game. And you wonder why the only reason you got a ring because you rode the bench for the Bucks.
Right.
You know, you wonder why, that dude, he got me blocked on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't like Jeff Teague though, Demar? Like
Huh?
I thought Atlanta might have liked Jeff Teague when he was there. I feel like Jeff Teague didn't, and that way he showed off a little bit.
I thought Jeff Teague.
He made an All-Star game, didn't he?
He made the All-Star when we had.
But what
the
he's
four
saying
starters.
is his commitment, though. He was good.
Right.
He just
So
wasn't
this
committed.
whole time, I'm thinking he trying his best.
I got you. He could be better than that. I got you. You've been giving more.
Meanwhile, when we playing Sacramento the night before, he up all night at the club.
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
But I said all that just to say that's where those veterans come in. That, hey, young fella, why'd you at the club when we got a game tomorrow?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? All these games matter. And I be trying to tell people that if you don't trick off the first half of the season, bull BSing around, you ain't gotta be you don't have to have your star players playing the last 30 games of the season because we fighting for a playing spot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right. We need and you know what? Last year we didn't have that. Longest tenured player on the team was John Collins.
Right.
And I think John Collins, good guy, great leader.
Right.
But I think sometimes you need that leader to be like an outside person. Because, when you with somebody, somebody for years, when they try to, like I told
You
people,
don't want to
John
check them
Collins
sometimes.
when John Collins say stuff like, hey, guys, you got to do this. I'll be sitting here like, bro, ain't nobody listening to you.
Right.
You're not motivating nobody.
They tuned out.
But he's still trying.
Yeah, exactly. They
innate.
tuned out.
Yeah, but he's still doing because that's what leaders do. They gonna
But
keep
you know what I'm
pushing the
saying
message.
though. Like
Yeah,
I think he would be a better leader in Utah. He's an outside voice coming in. It's not somebody you've heard for 5 years. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we do need we need some vet. We don't even have no roster spots now. So I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do. Shout out Quinn Snyder.
Pascal's supposed to happen, but I don't.
That ain't happening, man. That's a wrap.
I mean, y'all can throw us Clint Capella then. Just throw him to us when y'all get
Throw him.
That's one of the things.
Take Dwight Powell back.
No, they don't got to take Dwight. They can get this Tim
You
Hardaway.
ain't got to take the white.
They can get Tim Hardaway.
White not playing.
We ain't
why
taking no
y'all
Tim
always
Hardaway
throwing
Jr.
away
We just
talent,
had
bro?
Hardaway Jr. We'll take that first round pick y'all got though.
We ain't giving
Lively.
second
Yeah.
round.
Lively.
You get them 2 seconds,
Come on,
man.
you being picky, dog. Either you take the Dwight Powell or you take nothing, all right?
Would y'all
Man.
take? We give you Clint
bugging,
Capella
bro.
for Lively.
They
Hell
wilding
no.
out.
I'm
Lively ain't even played in a professional game.
Y'all
yet.
really
They
gonna
like,
start this season with Buddy as y'all center?
Yeah.
Who?
Dwight Powell.
Yeah,
The White Power.
It ain't our choice.
Rashawn Holmes.
I mean,
Rashawn
it's
Holmes.
just no. It's
Rashad
Dwight Powell. It ain't our
Holmes.
choice.
That's
I
that's
didn't-
game changer.
No.
right there.
Yeah, hold on. Dre, that's who we should start. If we're going to keep the roster, that's who we should start. But coming from this team right here,
Who Dwight Powell extorting over there?
Mark
I don't
Cuban.
know. He
I'm telling you,
probably
he got-
Cuban on tape or something.
He got
he got
the secret
something.
photos in a manila envelope.
Yep.
Bro,
He
I've
got
never
Cuban yelling
seen.
the N-word. That's what he got.
I've never seen a starting NBA center play 35 minutes to get 2 boards.
2
I've never
rebounds,
seen
bro. And then he'll get them back to back. He'll get them back to back, right? He'll go like
Hey,
9 minutes
shout out-
rebound.
shout out
And
to
he
Young
grabbed
Mustard,
2.
man. Shout out to Young Mustard. He said he's a decent
He's
rebounder.
an offensive rebounder.
Oh,
He's an offensive machine. I know you can say that, but
Hey,
shout
Dre,
out to
what's the
Young
dude from
Mustard.
Mission Impossible? What's the character from Mission Impossible?
Ethan Hunt.
Ethan Hunt. Yeah. Ethan Hunt got the secret photos for for Dwight Powell to play center.
Hey, Powell gotta have Cuban on tape, man, saying the N-word or something, bro.
Bro, he was
Man,
so
man.
this offseason he had two. It was Houston was also trying to get him right, and Houston was gonna offer him I think 1 year for $12 million. Now, of course, you got to put
Hey, you
things
turned
in
it down?
Hold on. You got to put things into context, right? Now we all know Dre, you just said early in the show, Houston's out here giving out money like coupons out here, right?
Right.
All of a sudden,
They out there tricking.
yeah, exactly. I just found out that Dylan Brooks' contract is worth up to
$30 million
up to $30 million if he gets all the incentives met. He gets up to $30 million.
a year.
Right.
You heard right. Yes, exactly.
Per
So-
season. Per season, right?
yes.
Per season. Yes. So listen, they would just really throw money at anybody. So people have this idea that oh man, look what Dwight Powell gave up, man. He gave up that $12 million, man. Because Houston wanted him so bad to give him $12 million. He gave that up to take a pay cut here in Dallas. And me and King had to remind him, listen. Everybody on this panel, other than me and King, y'all seen Dwight Powell play before. Y'all know how to do this. Probably one of the trashiest dudes I've ever seen in my life. I'm not just talking.
Might be better than Isaiah Hartenstein, maybe.
He a good alley-ooper,
No,
though.
he's not.
No.
I would take. If that's the case, Breezy, I would give you Dwight Powell right now.
Breezy, you don't want it.
Right now. Right now.
Kongwu, he definitely not better than Double O. Double O gonna be a stud in this league.
Let me ask you this, Real. Let me ask you this. Real and King, let me ask y'all this. Do y'all feel that y'all could get more out of Dwight Powell? Is it a scheme thing?
No. So let me. I was gonna finish what I was saying.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
So the thing with Dwight Powell is no, it's not a scheme thing. To just answer your question.
It's drugs. It's drugs.
It might be. I don't know what, but it definitely ain't a scheme. Come on, listen. Like I said, I told you this before. When y'all sit there, y'all talk about y'all centers. New York, y'all got Mitchell Robinson. Oh, he giving you like 9 and 8. I would take 9 and 8 right now. You guys are fighting over Double O and Clint Capella. Clint Capella still, with as bad as he played this year, is still giving you a double, right?
By far.
Mm-hmm. My starting center gets you 6 and 4 as a starting center. My point guard.
He rounding up.
I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. My point guard, both point guards, is averaging more rebounds than my center.
Reggie Bullock averaged more rebounds than our center.
And Reggie Bullock didn't rebound over here.
Exactly.
And he averaged more rebounds than our center.
So to answer your question, Damon, you can't shoot. You can't rebound. You can't defend. You can't block.
Can't play in the playoffs.
You can't play in the playoffs. And you can't pass.
And you can't protect the rim?
Nope.
No.
Oh, God. What's he doing with an NBA contract?
Setting screens.
So to go back
he gives great high fives.
Excellent high fives.
He plays tag during shoot around.
He used to be a good alley-ooper, man. Somebody used to throw him oops all the time. What happened with that?
His knee. He tore his knee up.
Oh,
was his Achilles? Oh, it was his Achilles.
Oh, he can't even jump now.
He can still do.
He can still jump.
But he needs momentum. He needs momentum.
Before he was a dunking machine. Like it was
he was above the rim.
And he was shooting a couple threes.
Right.
He can't. He shot 0%, I think, last year from 3.
And listen,
2023.
So when people were sitting there saying why he man,
I heard you.
He start.
Hey man, listen. I got Clint Capella over here waiting, man.
They ain't traded for
second rounders.
They're gonna win 38
games. If you get these 2 second rounders into Dwight Powell, I can give you Clint Capella. Right? You can give me Clint Capella.
We'll take him.
Oh,
but we might not get that first round pick this year, bro.
So when they say like he took a pay cut and everything, right? Makes it like, oh, he sacrificed. Listen, I told the post this, I'm guaranteeing you, if Dwight Powell was to go to Houston, everything that we've been begging for him to do here, they're gonna actually make him do that over there in Houston because he's playing for 1 year. Because if you don't step your game up, add something to your game, change your game, anything like that, thank you, you're out the league. Over here, you're comfortable.
But that's y'all.
Mark Cuban them not. No, hold on.
Feature centers. Y'all had Christian Wood coming off the bench behind JaVale McGee.
Jason Kidd.
I was finna get to all that too, right? So over here, you're not asking Dwight Powell to do nothing but just be a hustle guy and a great locker room guy. So they're not asking for much. So why would I give that up? Why would I give up an extra 2 years on a contract to somewhere where I'm comfortable? Where they're not asking me to do anything to go over here and make more money for 1 year, and they're gonna ask me to do things that I don't do.
I ain't lying, man.
I take
a Boban contract anytime, bro.
They are going to retire Dwight Powell's jersey.
Yeah,
we got a running joke on our show about that. We really believe that.
Is he great in the community or something? Like I don't.
He's great in the community guy.
He must be
getting
So he's basketball Ned Flanders is what you're saying.
Yeah, Ned Flanders basically.
So he doing everything.
I would take Ned Flanders right now.
Playing center position over Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell cannot grab a rebound.
And hits in the face. My bad. Thank you, Frank.
Dwight Powell cannot grab a rebound, right? The way he plays, the way he grabs rebounds is the hit. He smacks him like he's playing volleyball.
King,
and
he don't got to grab rebounds, King. All he got to do is get the people out the vote. That's
You're right.
He doing food
You know
drives
what's
on
so
Thanksgiving.
funny about that? Tell me that about Lloyd Pierce, man. They be like, man, look at all the people he got out to vote. I was like, but that's not what we're paying him for.
Hey,
But does that lead to wins?
he at the Thanksgiving handing out turkeys, real efficient.
Hey, let me ask y'all this, man. Hey, let me ask y'all this, man.
He ain't
Let
done
me ask y'all
turkey
this.
yet.
I always
Before
want to
y'all
hear
go.
from other fans about this. Do
Hold on,
y'all
go ahead,
care? Do y'all care if y'all players on the teams y'all support? Do y'all actually care if they're like in the community, like giving
I mean,
out?
it's important, but
You should give back, but I don't have to see it. Like Kyrie gives community stuff all the time. I don't have to see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
like
Like,
you
When we
getting
judge these
paid
people, man, we
hundreds
judge
of
them
millions of
off of
dollars.
what they do. We judge them off of what they do on the court. Like,
Right.
Like you said, that's cool that you're doing the community service and all that.
Awesome.
Don't get us wrong. We're not saying like, oh, we don't care about that. It's not important.
You're supposed to be
Not
a good
saying
person without the millions.
There you go, Dre. There you go. That shouldn't have to be promoted and all, because you should just be
And
there.
then plus too, what's your support system doing, bro? Because if you're an NBA player making $10 million in a strange city, you would think that your wives would be out doing part of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know your wife ain't gonna be working at Target or nothing like that while you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I wouldn't even be married if I was an NBA player.
I
I wouldn't be
understand,
listen.
Devon. You probably
I wouldn't
shouldn't.
be doing my wife no justice,
You
bro. I'd
probably
stay
shouldn't.
single, dog.
But Dwight Powell,
That man said he be checking oil at every city.
real talk, Dwight Powell is worse than every starting center in the NBA, and maybe worse than every backup center. Yeah, I know. Dre, you just looked up and you was like, "What?" I'm
Salute
like,
to those
yeah,
NBA
might be
players
that
that
bad.
do
Go
that.
down the
I'm
list,
trying to
Dre.
think. I'm trying to think of someone trash right now. And I
Yeah,
can't.
go down the list.
Give me backup centers. Just give me backup centers right now. Come on. Anybody?
Demond, who y'all backup center, Demond?
Hell no,
Better
you
than
not getting
Dwight
double
Powell?
low, baby. Hell
Who's y'all
no.
backup center? Freezy.
Shit, Hartenstein.
Hartenstein.
Better
I
than
take
Dwight
Hartenstein
Powell?
right now.
And Sims, and we're gonna play Randall at the 5 a little bit.
Hey,
too.
I'll take Sims.
Yep, I take anybody y'all tell me in the NBA. I'll take Cody Zeller. I'm picking
for
Cody
Josh
Zeller
Green.
Cody Zeller killed Dwight Powell.
Cody Zeller had a career game against Dwight Powell last year.
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask you this though, King and Real. How many turkeys did he give out?
That's a good point.
Bro, he never dropped a
He don't
turkey.
eat turkey. Cody don't eat turkey. He don't eat poultry.
Who got the most turkeys given out on Thanksgiving?
He was giving out them teddy bears on Christmas, bro. I
Oh,
seen
them.
Bro, hold on. They had him
Dwight
before
Powell,
he
the
even
one
got
who played. He the one who played
before he
Santa in the
even-
locker room.
Before he even got his contract, we knew he was going to be signed because the Mavericks had him all over their media and all doing the summer, showing what he's doing and all that. We like, they going to sign Dwight Powell.
That's why he was at the NBA Honors thing, because he made the All Thanksgiving team. Okay. That's why he was at the NBA Honors. I get it now.
Walter Payton Man of the Year. He don't even play football.
I get it.
He's like that one scene in Godfather where they close the door and he just he's a made man. He's just you just see him.
I don't know what he has. I don't.
We literally, if y'all think about it, we literally flipped our whole entire team.
Except
Other than Dwight Powell and Master Cleveland.
That's hilarious, bro. Like
that's the culture setter, man. He's y'all Udonis, man. That's who he is.
Do you know they be on the sideline doing Miss Mary Matt?
No, man, stop it.
I'm not joking.
Look what Andy said.
Oh my god.
Dwight Hubby go per 108 is comparable to a starting center one game. He said per 108, not 36.
yeah. No,
I
say
say per
4
2
games
months.
to be an average NBA center.
Saying that man on the bench like color purple, just
they over there, Mary Matt,
bro. So
the white maxi, dressed.
I told King this story, man. For my birthday, we went to the Mavs Minnesota game, and me and my brother-in-law, and we went to the Mavs Minnesota game, man. And you know how you do the shoot arounds and all that stuff, warming up and all that, bro. These dudes out here playing tag and stuff, man. Racing, flipping, cartwheeling on the court. I'm just like
0%.
Imagine Kobe. You remember Kobe's last few years when he was around a young player. He was just like, why am I here? Why am I here?
And you saw Kyrie on there just doing it, going through his motions, bro.
With his headphones on, just in the zone.
Headphones on, folks, and getting himself prepared. These dudes out here playing tag and stuff, man, cartwheeling, and like you saying, playing Miss Mary Mac with each other, bro. I'm just like,
0% from 3, bro. Why aren't you practicing doing shoot around?
I think, hey man, kid not playing Christian Wood is the biggest crime committed in the NBA this season. Bro.
He screwed up his money because he's not even signed right now.
Oh, you said it again, Drake? You said he did what, Drake?
Screwed up his money. because he's
Shout out
not
to Larry.
even not
Yeah,
even
and
signed.
then for Dallas not even to consider DeMarcus Cousins, not even to consider,
We could
right,
have
as a
considered anybody.
rotational big.
DeMarcus
It's
Cousins,
crazy.
Freezy. We could have had DeMarcus Cousins last year. We should have had Dwight Howard.
Howard, somebody.
Like, you feel me? All those guys was available when we said Dwight Powell. Good work.
Oh God.
And he's
This
going to
guy-
play over. Rashawn Holmes could do everything you ask of Dwight Powell better than Dwight Powell.
Dre,
Right.
since we made the playoffs, since we started making the playoffs again, I know we didn't make it last year. Don't say anything, Freezy. I know you're going to shout out us and say something. You didn't make the playoffs.
Nah,
No.
I ain't disrespecting Luka. Doubt
But-
the franchise now is questionable, but Luka is undoubtedly a great player. But once you get past Luka, when you start talking to me about Tim Hardaway Jr.
But that's
and all
your
the
boy.
guys, all of them are questionable
Who?
to me.
You say you
draft-
on the back.
Did
You say you on the back.
That's
His
that's a
hobby-
that's a lifetime Atlanta Hawk you talking about.
I told
That's
y'all
not
his-
how-
They gonna retire his jersey.
She gave it to Atlanta.
They gonna let him. They gonna let him wear 21 and retire it.
Oh my God.
Man. God, wow.
We gonna trade for Hardaway Jr. and let him wear 33 and retire it in his name.
We already
Oh,
we had
man.
Hardaway Jr. already, man.
The
Shout
three-
out to the Knicks for giving them that nice deal. We appreciate that.
The 3 years we made the playoffs, Dwight Powell wasn't able to play in all 3 of them. Why is he our starting center?
Oh you man,
Your center
Cuban,
can't
bro.
play
He
when
got
you make the
Cuban on
playoffs.
tape,
You're
bro.
trying to win. You're trying to
Cuban
win
is
in the
on tape,
playoffs.
bro.
He gotta be.
There's gotta be something, man. We all trying to figure this out, man.
He on tape, bro. Because, bro,
He got this dude on.
From what
on some
y'all
sort
saying, bro,
of,
sound like y'all could pull somebody from the G League to give y'all that production.
he
the
caught
first
Cuban
year-
on some insider trading or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gotta
he
be.
must got him on one of them old damn. What's that show Cuban be on? Shark Tank.
Shark Tank,
Got him.
yeah.
The first year we played the Clippers, they were trying to put KP at the 5 until he got hurt.
Right.
The second year we played the Clippers, they took
Bobby.
Dwight out, Boban.
Right.
Third year we played when we went to the Western Conference Finals, he was gone. Like they didn't play him. They got to a point they couldn't even play him no more. Like
Right.
this dude is why is he on the team getting another contract when he's added nothing else to his game? He's shooting 0% from 3. He's averaging 4 points and 3 rebounds.
What Russell say? Dwight Powell trick y'all. He run around doing nothing.
Bruh.
Right.
But y'all
He-
could have went. Y'all
he ain't
could have
trick
went.
us.
Y'all could have went to. Y'all could have went to Taiwan, bro, and got
Yep.
Dwight Howard.
We coulda got
dog.
Dwight Howard
That's
for
minimum.
Could have had Dwight Howard. Like Breezy said, we could have had DeMarcus Cousins. He chilling at the house.
Yeah.
Somebody.
But we decided to keep Dwight Powell.
The man Kerry Cox said taco fall.
I could have added
I'd
anybody.
rather have Taco Fall.
I'd rather have
Didn't
Taco Fall.
I thought Taco
And
got
Dwight
kicked out the one of them leagues, didn't he? Didn't he get kicked out?
Yeah, he did.
Out of the league or
Yeah, he
something?
put-
What
he-
was it?
You got a Taco playing for the Monkeys.
Dre,
over
why
there.
they didn't
That's
sign
wild.
Bobo?
Oh,
bro?
the Monkey Kings.
Yeah,
He
the
got
Monkeys.
kicked- he got
Kings, like,
kicked
what?
off.
They could have signed Bobo. Didn't even look into it,
Yep,
bro.
we could have signed Bo. We were all yelling on here. Why don't you just go try him?
Just
Shout
try
out to
him.
my,
What do
shout
you
out to my
have
boy
to
B
lose?
Black, man.
hold on. Shout out to Bibbs. We could have had DeAndre Ayton for Rashawn Holmes and Tim Hardaway Jr.
Y'all didn't do that.
We kept trying to throw in the JaVale McGee piece.
I'm
Phoenix didn't want it.
I'm sick now, bro. I'm
that's a
sick
championship
now.
level squad.
Yeah, I'm sick. I can't.
Oh,
Dre, you
y'all
heard
would
that,
have
bro?
had Kyrie,
Yep.
Luka, and Ayton.
Oh, I'm sick now. I got to clown y'all all the time now, bro.
Bruh.
You're not doing that, bro.
And
How
the
y'all
whole
not
rest of our
doing
team,
that?
we
Hold on,
got-
King, you got it wrong, King. That's Donnie's fault, man.
Yeah, it's done.
Shout out to Larry.
Oh, what?
Yep.
I can't believe that, bro.
That would have been correct. But you know what type of lineups y'all could have been running out there, bro?
Who you telling?
Yeah,
Who
man.
you telling? Yeah,
And
I
then
know.
that young fella could have developed on his own
Yep.
without all those ball dominant guys, because right now in Phoenix, he like the 4th or 5th option. Some nights he ain't even gonna get touches, right?
He gonna
But with
get easy 20.
John,
He gonna get an easy 20 with us. Luka gonna feed him. at
Yeah,
least
'cause,
5
bro,
dunks. At least
Luka-
5 dunks.
he
Luka
got
could have been
the
like, you
best-
know, get down there, big. Go and get in that post. I'm tired. I'm just
Hey,
gonna dump it to you.
And they're friends off the court too.
right?
They got the same
man.
agent.
because
Yo, that dude
because
got the
Ayton,
best-
Ayton is a complete big. He can shoot.
Yeah, he got the best big man hands in the league, bro.
Yeah.
This, you talking
Like-
about now? Might not be able to do everything else, but catching a basketball, bro. Come
Bro, was
on,
it
which is half the thing, half the battle.
Yeah, I know, I was about
These
to
guys
say
will
the same
set
thing,
you up,
right.
and you be right in front of the rim, and these trash bigs with their weak hands, they just
Yeah,
the
that's
ball
half
go.
the battle.
Some of these bigs be looking like Patrick Ewing when he loses powers in Space Jam. He catches the ball just, oh my god.
It's revisionist history, but I remember DeAndre Ayton helping the Phoenix Suns get into the finals. He was a big piece of the making.
They
the
put that man on an
before,
island. They put that man on an island with Giannis and told him, "Yo, just do whatever you can."
Who would do that? Who?
Bro,
They did that against Jokic, man.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Anybody else? Ain't no Giannis probably not going 1-on-1 with Jokic. With Jokic,
bro,
they going to say stop him, whatever. Like that's foolish.
Before Chris Paul got there, Ayton was almost a 20-10 player with Booker.
Yeah,
Demond, he still
too. He was like 18 and 12.
Demond,
with
last
Elfrid
year,
Payton and campaign.
He's 18 and 12 last year still.
Yeah,
Even not motivated and all. He's 18 and 12. So imagine him with the Mavericks.
I could see
Dre,
Luka
you still
now,
talking about?
bro.
You see
Luka
how
be
these
like, man,
franchises?
listen, I'm
can
tired.
outplay
Up and
talent.
up and down. You gonna get position, big man.
Yeah, man.
He'd have been the best center we ever had. That's how I feel. I feel like he came in.
Hey, look, I will not stand for this Eric Dampier slander.
Oh my
Bro, come on, bro. Y'all know y'all love everything.
Hey, shout out to the man with no kneecaps.
Come on, bro.
He shut down Shaq though. He didn't
Come on, bro. I will not stand for this.
He was second best
Brendan
center in
Haywood
the.
slander,
What did he say? He was second best center in the league.
I mean, he was the first best center in the finals though. That year, 2006.
Oh, how y'all forgetting Brendan Haywood, bro? Y'all so disrespectful.
Hey, Brendan was great.
Hey, he was good.
Right.
I like Brendan.
I take him right now, but Dwight Powell.
Yeah, how y'all forgetting James Donaldson, bro? Just because he British?
O'Donnell Foyle rolling over in his grave.
I would take
Right now,
James Donaldson right now. He said
Everybody are yelling.
Let me tell you what's crazy, King. When I suggested we get Ayton, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter. I used to put Ayton to the A all the time.
Yep.
Hey, remember I told you that one day, Damon. I said, no, you got to beat us first. We're trying to get him.
I've been wanting Ayton since day one, bro. I'm like, bro, you give me Ayton and Trey. Oh my God.
Y'all might win 55 games.
If you think people not paying attention to the little things, Damon, and that's what I be feeling like. Like, I don't know if they casuals. I don't want to expect our fan base and all, but like, if you understand that this guy is not motivated, if he's going through issues getting you 18 and 12, you got a point guard on your team that loves to pass the ball and get assists and all. This guy is going to eat. Him and Trae Young in a pick and roll would eat all day. Luka and
you know what's so crazy, King? I told people, man, because you know, I went and did a little bit of research on, you know, why Ayton was disgruntled, and it come to find out it was the beef between him and Monty Williams. Yep. Monty Williams promised that because the dude wanted to be more involved in
Shaq and Kobe. They were supposed to be Shaq and Kobe.
Damon, his first year, right when he got drafted, he was sold the notion that he was going to be 1A and 1B with Booker, right? They didn't have a point guard at the time, so
they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, they didn't have a point guard at the time. You know, Booker ain't looking to set him up like that, right? Booker, you gonna get my points, you just play off of me type thing, right? So then once they started getting those other people in there, like Free said earlier, he started moving down the pecking order. Now you're like the fourth option on the team or whatever, right? And so with this team that they have, well, actually, people keep forgetting about this too. Before this season, or not this season, before last season, he was supposed to go to Indiana. Remember that?
Yeah, he signed the deal.
And they were playing with his money all year long. Got to free agency. He signed, like Dre just said, he signed the deal with Indiana. Thought he was going to Indiana. They swooped in at the last minute, bro, and matched it. And he was miserable that whole time. They even had a press conference asking him about that. Like, yo, so how you feel about coming back to Phoenix? He was like, hey, I'm here.
Happy to get my next contract.
At least
I'm happy to get my next contract. And that's when I saw what they did to him this whole entire season. So it was like, bro, it's a lot of factors in
people,
there.
man. They kept telling me, oh, he a loser. I said, listen, man.
He's 18 and 12 on a team with the finals.
Exactly. And I said this. I said, if he's such a loser and he quit on Phoenix so bad, why they match that offer sheet then for max money? Why they match it if he's such this horrible
and why they
player?
match it and just not trade him to Indiana? See, they could have matched it and traded him to Indiana and got something in return.
They know,
but they signed the
Can I just give a quick shout out
to him?
Can I just give a quick shout out to Trey, the Suns fan? Go ahead, you were saying?
Yeah, but let me just wanted to throw this in there real quick too. If y'all notice in that DeAndre Ayton draft, they also got Mikal Bridges.
Yep.
Right. So they got Ayton and Bridges in the same draft. They passed up Luka and Trae Young, right, to get and Jaren Jackson.
Shout out to the King. Shout out to the Kings too.
Thank you, Kings, for doing King stuff.
Who the Mavericks get that draft up?
Trae Young.
No, I mean, yeah, but who they end up?
but they draft.
Who
But
they
they
end up
traded
with?
Luka.
Who else?
Yeah.
Brunson.
Brunson
He
in
was.
the second round. Yeah, in the second round. Yeah. And so, hey, good point, King. My point is some teams did great things in that draft. That's the point that I was getting at. So the fact that you said that, man, that's a great point, man.
That 2018 draft gonna be cold, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cold, man.
We drafted Luka and Jalen Brunson, and both of them are probably like they may end up being 2 of the top 5 players of the draft. And he let go of Jalen Brunson. That hurts every time I say it, man.
Right.
That hurts.
Yeah, man. Think about what Phoenix did on that draft day. They actually drafted another dude out of Texas Tech, and then traded him to Philly, who drafted Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges' mom actually works for Philly, right? She works in the front office for the 76ers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they traded her son on draft night. Yeah, Philadelphia.
She's way up in the front office. With
yeah. Yo, the 76ers are a clown organization, bro.
I know. I can't wait for them to ship out Embiid.
Yeah, it's over. Once they lose Embiid, that whole process, wow, man.
So then, how long that process been going on now?
10 years. 10 years.
Yeah, about a decade.
2000, because it started when they got rid of Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
So like 11 years.
And Iguodala. Remember they traded Iguodala in the Dwight Howard trade.
So let's think. Let's see.
It started with what's his name?
Fultz.
I felt like even before that, what's the dude won Rookie of the Year that was the end of the
Michael
oh my God.
What's his
Michael
name?
Carter. Michael
Williams.
Carter Williams.
Michael Carter Williams. Yeah. Michael
So
Carter
you had
Williams.
Michael. I don't even know why they traded him. How you win Rookie of the Year, then they trade you? But
Because he was trash. But
they didn't have Michael Carter Williams, Nerlens Noel.
Mm-hmm.
they drafted 3 centers in a row, by the way. Top picks, 3 centers.
Is what?
Is Saric a center? Because if Dario Saric
Power forward / center. Power forward / center.
And they brought up Rashawn Holmes. Remember, Rashawn Holmes was in that rotation too.
He was in the G League team and he developed.
Him and Robert Covington together.
I wonder what be the asking price for Embiid.
5 picks and
no, I don't
2
think
young players.
I don't think nobody can get that much for Embiid. I think Embiid probably can get like 2 first rounds.
It
2?
depends. If it depends. No, he gonna get more than that. You know what?
I'm telling you.
If he requests a trade, then Philly would lose leverage. Because
Philly has no leverage. They're gonna have no leverage in this situation because they're gonna have no one. So I think
the leverage they have is that they got him under contract, so they don't have to trade him.
They don't have to, but just like I tell everybody on the show, just like James Harden, at the end of the day, these players will find a way to go wherever they want to go. Like I don't care what the NBA does, the players decide what they want to do.
And based off of that, the NBA
what if Embiid come in there and pull a Harden Houston move, coming in with about 340?
That's what I'm saying.
Joel got to go to like Russia and say he hate the GM or something.
Plus, Joel is on a ticket. He's a ticking time bomb in a way. Like I don't think nobody wants to take on nobody. If they trade for Joel, is thinking more than 5 years, if that.
Oh nah, you thinking 3, 4?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're thinking maybe 3. Like it's for. I know it's not to knock Joel Embiid, but like let's not play
his game and his body.
And his body is like what it is.
Does Dallas make the move?
You got to.
I would give up our first rounder for Joel Embiid. Yeah, we only got 1 left right now, but I give it up.
They can have that. They can have.
If y'all would just give us what y'all rightly owe us, y'all can use the rest of y'all picks.
You can get Tim Hardaway back so he can get dunked
over by
Giannis. No. So he can get dunked over by Giannis and get crossed up by Dion Waiters.
He's shooting great now.
Only if he agrees to wear number 33 for us.
I'll be gassing it, man. I mean, he's shooting great.
Hold on. Didn't y'all want KP back for a second?
No, I didn't.
I could have sworn I heard y'all yelling.
Hey, I did hear some Knicks fans say
Knicks fans did, but
Knicks fans thirsty for anybody. They just want another star.
You see what he's doing now, right?
Star.
Yeah. Because if y'all would have said Luka is disgruntled, they would have forgot about KP in an instant and be like, nah, we want Luka. You know what I'm saying?
They're saying that anyway.
Right, well, yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna say I've been on your channel. I see them in the comments. We getting Luka. Like, they started jumping me on there. We getting Luka. Like, bro.
Yeah, you like relax.
Hey, do you think Embiid?
The front office seems to still want him though.
Hey, you think it'll take more? You think it'll take more to get Embiid than what they gave up to get Gobert?
No,
I think so.
Nobody's going to get that treatment.
Well, okay, that was bad.
The market got reset.
Nobody got reset. Embiid, That was
Okay,
close.
so
the only thing.
So
about
how many
it, though,
picks y'all think it's gonna take? How many?
Oh,
picks?
it's gonna be
Same
more than
here.
the Embiid. It's gonna be more
I'm
than.
gonna say no more than 3.
No, it's gotta be
Unprotected or pick swaps?
No, that's not including pick swaps. That's
Yeah,
just
it's straight up. Yeah, straight up.
No, it's got to
I'm
be
saying
more than
three.
that because Gobert, the situation with Gobert was a very good player, and you gave up too much for him. But now y'all talking about the reigning league MVP.
But that's
Well,
before
no.
the CBA and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
for the CBA, Freezy. Yeah.
Changed and all.
If it wasn't for the CBA, then they probably would do some crazy stuff like that. But before the,
But
after
I
the CBA,
understand the new CBA stuff. The thing is, the teams that are trading for Embiid are already over the cap anyway, right? It's not like a team like Houston is going to be trying to trade for. Well, they are trying to trade for Embiid, but what I'm saying is a team like Houston. Yeah, I could agree with you, but teams like the Knicks and Dallas and potentially Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to match dollar for dollar regardless, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We could match
it
dollar. We could match. I
be
could match
players.
it. I could go Capella at 20. Now I'm just matching money right now. I ain't looking at talent. Embiid is at what? 36 million, 38 million?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I could go Capella at 20, Hunter at 20.
and
You
then
can Murray.
throwing
Tell you the
draft
truth.
picks.
Say again?
You can give
And
a
then
Murray.
throwing
I
young
ain't giving
players
I
in
ain't giving up Murray.
You wouldn't
You
trade
wanna
Murray
give
for Embiid?
No, I can't do it.
Nah, Murray.
They gave up a lot.
Bro,
For
once I saw Murray take that pay cut to sign that extension,
You did.
like that
Joel makes 47 this year, 51 next year, 55.
so this year he
after that.
makes, so you got to trade at the 47 right now. So I can get
You got to
40
be
easy.
within. You got to be within 3 million of 47.
Oh, that's easy. I could go Capella at 20. Well, Capella at 22. Hunter's at 20. So that's 42 million right there.
So you just
I
need
could
somebody.
throw in a young talent. I give Kobe
and that's your match
Buffkin.
right there. Once you throw in a young talent, that's your match.
I give him Kobe Buffkin. I throw in 20. I can give him the 24 pick from Sac, 29 first. Our first pick in 29. Fuck it, I stretch it out. I go 31 because I'm looking at what can we agree?
And then you
Embiid
throw in
got,
the
what,
swaps,
5
and then
years left?
that's
He
your
got
core
5
right there.
prime years. Can we agree on that?
So you giving up? No, I don't know.
I think
Honestly,
he has. I
Joel
think he has
Embiid,
like 4.
I don't
4.
even know if he has
pushing it.
4. Like I don't know. It's a risk. That's why I wouldn't. I was going to ask Ro. Would you trade Kyrie for Embiid?
No.
I don't trust Embiid, bro. I don't trust him
Hey,
at all.
You don't
That's
trust him.
crazy when
Okay.
you say you don't
How
trust.
about this? How about can we agree on this though? You make a move for Embiid, you gotta go for a title.
You gotta
You got to be
win.
ready.
With-
Yeah.
well,
Your roster ready.
yeah.
Right
Let me
then.
say it like this: if you trade for Embiid, you trying to win now.
right
Right.
now. Yeah, you gotta win right now.
Not now. But
Let me ask y'all this:
All right.
Murray, Trey, Embiid, is that a championship core? I'm asking y'all.
Y'all the best team in the East by far.
Well, I'm asking y'all because when I present this to Hawk fans, I know who they gonna say. That ain't enough to win. I know.
No,
Hey, Demar, you know
that's
why?
ridiculous.
You know why?
Let me
A
ask you one more thing.
Trey and B pick and roll.
Let me ask you
Bro.
one more thing. 'Cause I'm just preparing myself so when I ask Hawk fan, because I already know they're gonna tell me, is Embiid a loser?
Yes.
I'm not gonna call him. I don't call players losers, but he's not a winner.
But you know what I mean?
You
Like,
got Trey Young around him though. Trey Young's supposedly a winner, right?
do you think he's a quitter?
No.
No, I think he
Okay.
just get hurt.
No,
That would be. Hold on. That would be like saying Kevin Garnett was a loser before he went to.
To Boston. That's exactly where I was going with
Okay.
it. Yeah.
No, that's good. I'm glad y'all.
He
told
won
me
an
that.
MVP. Did he go to Western Conference Finals
That 1 year.
Yeah, he went conference finals.
one time?
Yeah, and
That one
my-
year.
what I was gonna say, the reason why I think that's a championship contender is because now the pieces that are the easiest to get are the places that y'all have holes at. Like the wing players is the easiest position in the NBA to fill. As a matter of fact, teams have so many different wings that you know what I'm saying, they can vary lineups and all that stuff. Like if you get Embiid, you can go out and get your Torrey Craigs, your Karis LeVerts, your Terrence Rosses, your dudes like that on the cheap for 1 year. From year to year, you could just keep rotating them guys in and out.
Retooler.
Yeah, just with them. Maybe an occasional guy like Terrence Ross, you may give him 2 years, but you're not making a long-term commitment to anybody on the wing because that's the easiest position to fill in free agency and in the NBA draft. Right?
I could put together.
Why we ain't got no wings, Freezy?
I could
Come
put
on.
together a
Because we
legit
chubby
trade
chasers.
package.
Come on, y'all.
We chubby chasers. We like
Come
fat
on.
players, bro.
Y'all
I'm not
haven't
getting-
won them since the 50s, right? You haven't won since the 50s. Are you willing Are you willing to give up all that for maybe one?
Yes.
For one championship?
Hold on, Damon, would you give up all that and knowing that maybe you might be going downhill after that one for just one?
But you got one. Toronto Raptors.
You get just one, but then you might be done.
I'm the wrong person to ask that too, baby.
After kids.
Yes.
One?
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Listen now, you asking somebody, we've never been to the final.
Yeah, I got you.
Do you know what would happen if we want to if we just win one? Whoever is like on that team, bro, you probably never had to pay for nothing in the state of Georgia.
Oh, absolutely.
Ever.
So that's what.
Demond, let me ask you a question.
I could go ahead, real.
If they say that they accept the trade, but you have to throw in Murray, would you do it?
No.
Damn.
Because Murray, maybe I'm old school, but Murray, he showed commitment to the organization. Like he did not have. He had us by the balls, bro. He could have done us dirty. The fact that he took that extension. He took an extension and took way less money than what he probably could have got this offseason coming up. It says to me that it says a lot about his commitment to the organization.
And
so
his character, despite what.
Yeah, I feel bad for if a dude sacrificed something for my organization and then I do him dirty. Get up out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else outside of Murray and Trey, I put in a Kongu. Listen, I could do this. Tell me what y'all think of this, right? Hunter, Capella. Now that's to make my money work. So that's 40. That's 42 mil. I'll give you the Sacramento 24 pick, first round. I'll give you our 29 pick because that's the earliest one we could trade. I can give you the 31 pick because we can't trade back to back first. So I give you the 31. Oh, I could go give you the 29 pick. I could go 30 pick swap. Then go 31 first round pick. So I'll put protection. I'll put protection on the 31 pick. I'll leave that 29 unprotected. And I'll give you Kobe Buffkin and
I like
Moji.
AJ Griffin. No, I'm not giving you Moji.
So
Moji goes nowhere, baby.
So Damon, you willing to give them all basically the players and then 3 first rounders and 2 pick swaps?
Yes.
I think you can get it. I think you probably get it with
yes.
What would Dallas give up for him? Though?
So my core would be this.
Definitely not Dwight Powell.
Embiid, Murray, and Trey. And then I could fill in the rest with my. I still got Bogey. I still got my guy Moji. I still got Bay. I still got my oh shit! I still got a Kongwu. Oh,
bro,
shit.
You the favorite?
Wait! You love Jalen? Did you put Jalen in the deal or no?
I still got Jalen Johnson. No, I ain't put him in the deal.
Dang, hold on.
That's how deep we are. Like we deep, bro. I got
what players you throw in there? I thought you threw Jalen.
No, listen. So to make the money work, let's do the money. Hunter, now Hunter got you. He got 4 years left on his contract. So you got Hunter, Capella with 2 years left. So that's 42 million, right? I'm gonna give you the 29 first unprotected. I'm gonna give you the 24 first from Sacramento that we got. So that's 2. I'll give you. I can go either way. I can go pick swap in 30, or I can go 31. I'll make that lottery protected. Right? So at a minimum, you're getting 3 first round picks. You're getting two veteran established young players because they all, Hunter's under 25. He's like 26. Capella 29. And
Hunter needs like 37 though.
And I can give you Kobe Buffkin, young rookie we just drafted this year.
I like Kobe.
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Boom, there you go. So that's 3 players. That's 3 picks. And if I have to, I can go. If you want AJ, I could put together a deal now.
Who else? What other young players y'all got this year? Y'all got another.
We still got Moji. We still got Jalen Johnson. I ain't even put in AJ.
They probably not gonna take no contracts though, Damon. They probably not gonna take the 2 old contracts.
They want to reset. They want to reset
guys to make it work.
Right, but guess what?
So Capella might work.
Capella only got 2 years left.
Just one of them,
you still need somebody to put on the court.
Right.
I mean, I think Hunter's a decent small forward / power forward. I mean, he's a decent piece. Obviously, he ain't no deal breaker. He ain't gonna be. He's not a headliner of a deal, right?
Yeah.
But he's a decent piece when you got to because they rebuilding. So you still need a vet there. I mean, who else they got on the team? Who else gonna be there? I mean, them PJ Tuckers and them, they gonna request to get up out of there as soon as Embiid gone.
That's why I'm saying they probably gonna take all your young guys. They're gonna want all
Right?
your
Okay, I can give you. Listen, I can go a Kongwu. I can give you a Kongwu. I'm not gonna give, but I'm not. I give you a Kongwu, but I'm not gonna give you a. I'm taking one of them picks back because a Kongwu is a talent. I mean, his numbers speak for themselves as a backup center, and he probably gonna start for us this year.
He reminds me of like a baby band a little bit.
So I mean, like we could put together a package, right? Trey and right now, Trey, Murray, and this just for me. Murray, Moji, Jalen Johnson right now, untouchables.
And I was saying, like, whatever you got left over.
I like Muhammad Gay. I think he.
Moji is a goon, bro.
I was gonna say Damon. Whatever you have left over, you could flip that for parts that fit better next to superstars.
And guess what?
Anybody's a free agent. Anybody's a free agent going over there.
What's Embiid contract? How many years he got left? Anybody know? On top of their head? 2 years? He got 4 years?
4?
Can you imagine next
player
year?
option on us last year, but he has 3 now.
And look, the very next year, guess what's going to happen? Here come all them vet minimum. Here come the Marine chasers.
Yep.
His age 29 season. His age 30.
Listen,
his
Trey
age 31. And then he has an option.
Embiid will be 29. Trey 24. Murray 20-something. He a young guy. So our core, bro, what?
You get one contract out of it. You get this one contract out of it.
That's
but so
all I
what?
need.
Okay, but I mean, what are you looking to get though outside of championships?
Like,
I mean,
get a championship.
no, you get a championship. I'm right with that, but I'm saying so. If you don't, so you putting all that. What I'm saying, you putting all of your eggs into one basket for Embiid, a guy that goes through injuries that might not be there for you in the playoffs and all that stuff.
But
if you make all those moves,
mm-hmm.
I'm saying you saying getting one, that's fine, but like getting one probably is going to be hard with Embiid's track record, is what I'm saying. So if you do all that and not get a championship, that's a massive failure. Like you just said,
I think. Hold on, my fault, Demar. I think
go ahead.
You viewing it from the Mavs perspective because y'all drafted 2 guys back to back that's going to be 15, 16 years MVP caliber type dudes.
Right.
Like everyone doesn't have that window or the opportunity to get to that window where they know set in stone. Dirk is going to be a top 5 guy for this 10-year stretch locked in. Luka's going to be this top 5 guy locked in for the next 10, 12, 13 years, whatever it is, because he said he might retire early, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Other teams can't operate thinking,
with that mindset.
Okay, if we make this, then teams got to go like, yo,
but
we got a 2-year, 3-year window.
But
try to maximize it. Go out. All out.
That's what Toronto did.
But I did just go there though.
But what about this
team?
team? What about this team? Now you got to look at it from my point of view. The team has never been to the finals since they've been in Atlanta.
Right.
We pushing over 60 years. Never been to the finals, right?
Including Lenny Wilkins, Lou Hudson, all of them.
All of them. We never made it. Fratello, never made it, right? Now, for me as a fan, as a lifetime fan, and like once again, a lot of our fans are younger, but like people like me, like Foot, even if it didn't work, me as I could sit back and say, you know what, they fucking tried. Like for real, we really put forth for effort, and like the Atlanta Hawks, we've never ever went all in to where you'd be like, oh, they going for it this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's so like even if it didn't work, like just for, but I would enjoy those 3 years because guess what? You know what? And I'm glad Dre said that 4 years left on the deal. Murray got 4 years left. Trey got 4 years left. It's all lined up.
Yeah.
And if that don't work, you could just blow it all up.
Right. I was just about to say that. And at the end of that game, you know what you can do?
And also, I still got my young talent. Like, if they took that offer I made, right? I mean, obviously, it would be tweaked, but hypothetically, if they took that offer, I still got AJ Griffin. I still got Jalen Johnson. I still got a Yeko Kamwu. Okay. That's a core, young core. Well, guess what? In 4 years, if it failed, and I still got my guy Moji, gonna be a future All-Star.
Yeah.
I can still build around those guys. So it's not like, oh shit, here we go, trade everybody off. Let's tank for the lottery. You know what I'm saying? It'd be more, not rebuild. We just gonna retool and
Readjust.
reset.
I don't disagree with you, Damon. I'm not saying
You know
I
what
wouldn't
I'm
do it. I would do it. I'm just saying, and I think if Philadelphia did the move, they would probably ask for some of them young guys. Is what I'm thinking. Like they're gonna want to pull those guys you talk about. So you can't have the future and the present. They're gonna want your future for their present. I
understand that. So, but I'm good either way. I can give up a Kobe Buffkin. I'll give you an AJ Griffin. I'll give you a Conwood because this dude finna be my starting big anyway. So I can do that, right? But guess what? I'm gonna subtract from somewhere else. I'm not gonna give you 3 picks if I'm giving up all that young talent. Who are all those guys are first round? Conwood's a 6 overall pick. Jalen Johnson, AJ Griffin, they first round pick. They top 20 picks. I'm not gonna give you all that and give you my picks. No, no.
Don't do that, bro.
Y'all can keep Buddy.
Don't do that, bro.
I think you would.
If Philly told you that you was giving all of that up, you would be giving all of that up.
Like, yeah, I would give.
No, I
wouldn't. I would.
I can't do it.
About Joel Embiid and Yeko Kongu in the same conversation.
I can't do it.
That's like us saying. That's like us saying RJ Grimes and quickly for Luka. Nah, ain't no way.
No. What I'm saying is this. I'm not going to. I'm not one of those guys. Like, let's be real here. Embiid, awesome talent, future MVP. But what I'm not going to do, because I still have a star player on my team.
Right.
Okay. I'm not just giving up all my stuff for this guy. Right. I'll make a reasonable offer. But see, that's why I want, and I put it in the chat, and everybody know how I am. I'm not even gonna make an offer for Embiid till I hear him say he want to get traded. I go after disgruntled stars.
Yeah, so you get him for the look,
right. Looks. So as soon as he say he want out of Philly, now I'm calling you, because now guess what? Now you losing leverage. So I'm like, well, guess what? He don't want to be there, so you can keep a guy who don't want to be there, who's gonna give you half-ass effort every night, who probably gonna start missing games. He's so-called gonna be hurt, whatever.
Like AD.
Yep, I'll holler at you at the trade deadline, and my offer gonna get worse.
Whose team is it, Damon?
What's that?
If you make a trade,
it's trade team. It's trade team.
Yeah, because
even though you get an MVP,
huh?
Yeah.
Even though you get the MVP.
Yeah, but guess what? One. The MVP couldn't get the job done when he was the number 1 dog.
I feel you, but
so it's time. But see, if I was actually on the staff, I wouldn't even run my organization like 1 or 2 or whose team it is. Because at the end of the day, if I'm the owner, it's my team, and I'm gonna tell them like this: hey, y'all need to win these games. I don't like people hear me all the time. I don't care who on the team, win game. I don't care who get the points. Did we win the game? That's why I'm not too big. That's why I don't really care about stuff like all NBA and stuff like that, because to me, it's all about winning the games.
But that's why the
Cowboys suck. Right.
You know they have egos though, Damon. You know that's a reason that Joel Embiid won the MVP last year. Like,
and guess what I'm gonna do, King? Guess what I'm gonna do? If I was like the general manager and we had that issue when Embiid come in the day after we had that issue to come talk to me, you know what I have on the wall? First of all, I'm gonna have a list of his playoff failures. Okay. And then you know what else I'm gonna have? Guess what I'm gonna have playing on the TV? Yeah, that game 7. I'm gonna have game 7, and I'm gonna have game 5 when they tricked off the 20-point lead. I'm gonna have game. What game was it when they tricked off another 20-point lead?
You already though. He going to trade again.
And I'm gonna say, you see this? This is why you not the number 1. So go down to practice. Listen to the
coach. Gonna be like, oh, okay, I see that. We see this trade request I just put in right here.
And I'm gonna be like, you might as well go on.
It's still gonna have this. It's gonna be on Sixers paper.
So I'm like, don't give me that trade request. Give me your request. I'm like, thank you very much. I'm gonna put it right in the little what you call it, the slicer, the shredder.
Oh, the shredder. Yeah.
Like there you go. Get your ass to practice.
Dejounte Murray made an All-Star game. We understand. I don't think nobody think he's better than Jalen Brunson right now, right?
Who?
No.
Who?
DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte.
No. But you know what about DeJounte? What I like about DeJounte? DeJounte brings what we really lacked. He's a leader. He's a like I tell the homies on the channel. He a leader of men. Like, bro, who you think Mo G was just with Murray up there in Seattle. They was playing in the pro-am. Like, Murray is a leader. Like, he know, hey, let me get the young boys. We working. Ain't no time for you to be playing around. You ain't made it nowhere. That's why I can't get rid of Murray. Murray is like the real leader, as I see it, in my opinion.
But do you think?
Hey, let me just add something to the Murray thing. Like one of the things about Murray is Murray gets this weird label put on him, like he is not in that elite point guard status. But when people forget that a young DeJounte Murray beat out an older Tony Parker and took Tony Parker's job, and Tony Parker was so mad that he left and signed with Charlotte.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
They
wanted Tony Parker to come back, but DeJounte Murray took over not just the position, but he took the team from Tony Parker.
You know, Murray brought that up too, Freezer. You know that?
Right, yeah.
He brought that up. He said the reason he does what he does, he said because Tony Parker, when he was looking for the mentorship, he said Tony Parker left.
Yeah.
He dipped on him. He said that's why he does what he does. That's why, like, even with Kobe Buffkin, the guy we just drafted, they said, hey, anybody reached out to y'all? He said, Murray hit me up the first, soon as I was drafted. He said the first person who called me was Murray. Same thing for Mo G. He said, they said, who you talk to? He said, DeJounte Murray called me. And like I said, Murray got them boys up there playing in the pro-am. He's a natural. That's why I can't get rid of him, man. Like, the dude is like, when he make a commitment to something, bro, like, he's all in. And his attitude, but like I said, when he took that discount, bro, to stay, that's all I needed to see, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you, I love the Hawks, but your boy Damon, I'm getting the paper. I'm sorry.
I disagree with the thing that Castillo said. I know he is a Spurs fan, but on the outside looking in, it looked like DeJounte Murray had more value than the other guards that they had. You know what I'm saying? Because you wasn't trading Derek White for no 3 first-round picks. So that's why
if DeJounte was still there, they wouldn't have
Vic for one.
Yeah, Victor. No.
Well, let's not act like DeJounte was supposed to be the guy on the team.
No, he wasn't.
The guy that was supposed to be the guy on the team was Kawhi Leonard.
Right.
You supposed to be
them two
next to.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the guy beside Kawhi Leonard. So,
and if that played out, wouldn't the Spurs look different today?
Yeah.
If Kawhi and DeJounte Murray was still Spurs,
and you forgot they also had the other point guard too. My guy who got hemmed up with the little sexual thing. What's his name? And then he tried to say he had some mental issues. What was he doing? He's supposed to go see the shrink, the team psychiatrist.
And he out there flashing himself.
And he pulling out his thing.
Primo.
Yeah,
Josh
Primo. Josh Primo in the physical. He out there selling hot dogs, bro. Come on, Josh.
Hey, Primo went to the team psychiatrist, man. Just pulled out a wiener, man.
Right, come on, Josh Primo. You out here selling
these
hot
players
dogs,
be
bro.
wilding, man.
I was like, man, that psychiatrist must have got deep up in him, boy. She was like, yeah. hold on, doc.
You want ready to wrap it up?
Oh yeah, man, yeah.
I had like another hour in me, bro. I had another 90 minutes.
I'm finna hop on Twitter and start these man. Instead of A to the
Spaces?
A, Embiid to the A, baby.
Embiid to the A.
Embiid to the A.
I'm trying to stay alive, man, so my wife won't kill me, man. You know how that go.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got one last question for y'all. Dre Freezy, who's better, Brunson or Mitchell?
I'm gonna say Donovan right now. Now, going into next year, I think Brunson might surpass him.
I think with the right coaching, Donovan Mitchell could be the best player in the NBA with the right coaching.
Oh no.
No cap, bro. I think Donovan Mitchell with the right coaching could be Derrick Rose in his prime.
I don't watch Brunson. Give it to Donovan Mitchell.
Roast him
and
roast
over
him.
and over again. Like,
right.
But I'll give you this point of view. Donovan Mitchell this year averaged 28 points per game on a new team shooting damn near 50, 40, 90.
Yeah, he does that. He did it on Utah all the time too, and he had the number one.
No. He didn't have that efficiency. His efficiency spiked.
No, I
this
wasn't.
year.
I'm just saying he was a beast in the number one seed.
Right, and then better
didn't look like it in the playoffs
too. Because by better, do you mean does his stats look better? Is he more impactful? Does he show up at certain times in elite matchups? You know what I'm saying? So I get it. That's what I'm saying.
Some things aren't on the stat sheet.
Yeah, it's more. I watched Jalen Brunson go head to head with him in Utah, and Jalen Brunson was taking his cookies, was making him look like Jalen Brunson wasn't supposed to belong, and Donovan Mitchell was going down to earth. That's how.
But we also saw Donovan Mitchell eat up Jamal Murray, though.
No, I saw Donovan Mitchell lose a 3-1 lead.
Yeah,
he lost a 3-1.
Yeah, I watched him lose a 3-1 lead, the number one seed.
But he was killing in the bubble.
Hey, and Jamal Murray had 2 50-point games on him.
But I saw him lose a 3-1 lead. That's all I'm saying. Like, if it was
Yeah,
anybody else,
250
lead would have been like.
But didn't we see Trae Young lose a 3-1 lead?
Oh,
did he?
Man.
What you say?
Trae lost a 3-1?
Trae ain't never lost no 3-1 lead. What?
Yeah, well, how did they do against?
Hell no.
Hey, he was just seeing him use a weight. He was just seeing him use a weight tomorrow.
Oh, okay. No,
No, didn't y'all have a lead on Boston? Wasn't y'all up on Boston?
No.
They
were attempting to
troll
throw back.
You know we ain't never had no lead on Boston.
I think y'all walking Milwaukee, right?
Oh, he talking with Dominique. Is what he talking about?
No. I was talking about this. I mean,
No, but we was the most we did with Boston was, I think, did we tie it up? I think we. Nope.
No, last year Trae hit that shot.
2-0. We won 1. Nope.
Then Boston went up 3-1, and then Trae hit the shot.
Trae hit that shot.
Yeah.
And then they
lost in Atlanta, which we should have won, but we checked it off again. But
when y'all played Milwaukee, y'all went up 1-0, didn't y'all?
We went up 1-0.
On that one, I think. That's it. Then
Trae got hurt too.
Trae got hurt in game 3. Or
Giannis was hurt.
We can't talk about just hurting though. Yeah,
game 2. You say what now?
Then Chris Middleton turned into Kobe Bryant.
No, that's not what killed us. When Giannis got hurt, what killed us was goddamn Brook Lopez. He flashed back to his net day. He hit us up for like 33 and 12.
Yeah. I ain't saying it hurts you, Demar. I'm just saying we can't say Trae Young got hurt. We don't include Giannis being hurt as well.
Is this just the playoff team conversation? Because I feel like it's not fair if we don't include Dallas. We got to include the Dallas guys. I noticed this was a playoff team conversation.
That's fine. It's certain teams that look to win championships, and other teams that look to just try to win a playoff series.
Right.
It ain't you ain't been relevant in I don't know how long.
I look at it like this, man. I look at it like this. We had our one bad year. It's fine. Yeah. Everybody act like we've been bad for like 15. It's all good, man. We'll take our licks this year. But we coming back this year we'll take our list, but we're definitely coming back this year though.
When the last time the Knicks been to the conference finals? 99?
I can't. It definitely wasn't 99. This millennium.
Was it 99?
It wasn't this century.
Partying like it's 1999.
Yeah.
Was that the last time? 99?
We ain't been this century, bro.
Kind of like the Mets.
Yeah. Hey, yo,
what? No. We went to the World Series in 15.
I know I'm not.
And since we throwing shots out, let's just throw some shots out at the Spurs. And since the Spurs are the worst organization in professional sports right now, they got lucky to get Victor. We all knew Vic was going there 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? we knew the NBA was going to rig that because the Spurs, the Spurs can't sell 4,000 tickets, bro. You can
generational center.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me ask y'all this question before we stop.
Right?
Does Victor have to be better than Tim Duncan?
That's hard to be better.
First of all, he needs to be better.
I don't think he's going to be. I'm talking about based off the height.
Does he have to?
Based off the height, should he be better than Tim Duncan?
He got to show me he better than Bo first.
But being.
Hey, you right though.
I mean, what does this dude do that Bobo doesn't already do at the NBA level?
He's more polished.
Nothing.
He has a higher IQ and he has better feel.
He has a better IQ.
Yeah, he's a better defender though.
I saw that dude get posted up by.
What type of IQ he got? He never played no
Jalen
NBA
Brunson
level.
to take Vic.
I've seen, man. Bobo.
But this is the thing
on the French league, bro.
This is the thing. That's just like, I mean, it's one of the highest rated leagues, and he dominated it. But this is the thing that happened.
Actually,
one of it's not.
It's like number 6 or 7 though.
I think he's
6, 7.
Higher league.
Yeah, it's like 6 or 7.
He won't even playing EuroLeague ball.
Yeah, Euro's number 2.
Yeah,
He out there playing with a bunch of
people were discounting the Luka. People were discounting Luka.
I'm like,
I was like, Luka
what?
played the
No one
second
knew
league
it.
in the world. Like, what are we talking about?
Because they,
Dominating.
cause you know why? Because Mario Hezonja got drafted right before him, so people
Yeah.
were like,
Oh
6'8",
my God.
point forward. It ain't work. Nah.
And they remember Frederick Weiss getting dunked on. Remember that? Remember that, Dre?
Dunked on?
Who was that?
You mean
He
dunked
ain't get dunked
over?
on, he got
Hey,
dunked
who was
over.
that
Yeah,
Euro
that's
drafted?
right.
Hey, who was that
I'm
Euro drafted?
I'm sorry,
by
Frederick
Detroit
Weiss never
for,
touched him.
Rubio.
And we
Yeah,
drafted
but
him.
he never touched him. Priest.
Ricky
Never touched him.
Rubio was supposed to be the Luka Doncic for Luka.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember the Ricky
I remember
Rubio
that.
hype.
I wanted
I'll say
him.
this though,
We
to
almost
Rubio
traded for him.
to Rubio credit, he did get over here late though. I think he was already late. He was late 20.
No. He came in at 19.
No, he got
No,
drafted
Rubio
young
got
and
here.
then
No,
spent
he
2
did.
years
Rubio
over
didn't
there.
come over here at 19. He stayed
Come on,
in.
he
Yeah,
did.
no,
Yeah,
he
stayed.
He
did.
played overseas.
He dominated
early.
overseas at 17.
Yeah, he
Wait,
started
Wait,
early.
wait.
what? I thought he stayed
Yeah.
over there.
He played earlier than Luka did. He was in
He was a
Nah,
baby.
had to be in the.
Luka was.
Yeah, he was a superstar overseas at 17. Like, he was a fully established,
I
best
thought he
player
didn't
in
get
that
over here
league
till
and
his
everything.
late 20s. To like
Nah, he came in
already
19.
20-something.
Rubio was a beast.
Who's the? Oh, Darko, ain't that his name? The dude
Yeah.
drafted by the Pistons before Melo.
Oh yeah.
Milicic.
Yeah,
That was because Dirk was being Dirk, and people were like, okay,
Yeah,
let's
that's
get
probably
another
how they keep
Dirk.
trying to find another Dirk. Yeah.
If you the Milwaukee Bucks,
I'm gonna
if
tell
you
you, you know
Milwaukee
what
Bucks,
separated
regret
Dirk
that
from the
trade.
rest of them Euros? I'm gonna tell you. This is what you got to look for. He loved black women.
So he a star then.
See that styrofoam plate?
That should have told you something right there. Like, wait, his girl,
Hey,
he like black
Before
women?
every game, what Dirk got? He got that plate.
Styrofoam plate. Yeah.
With that aluminum
That
Hey,
foil.
foil.
hold up.
Oh, there you go.
My man Dirk even got screwed over by the one lady, the one black lady. It was the FBI
Yeah.
and all that stuff. It
Yeah,
still
yeah.
went back. He said once you go black, you never go back. My
Well,
man.
I'm gonna give him another chance. I'm gonna give him another chance.
Tell you,
man.
Dirk
Right.
got with that sister girl was all she wrote, man. But that's what I told her. But I ain't messing with no.
Ridiculous.
I'm messing
Hey,
with, listen, all
his
the Euros
sister,
are
his
black
sister
women.
married to a black dude.
Really?
Hey, look, I'm surprised. I'm waiting for Jokic
Yeah.
to get him a sister girl.
Jokic's already married, man.
No,
Oh, he is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh,
I know
dang.
people gonna hate me for saying this. I don't know how seriously Joe could take the NBA. Like, I know it's crazy to say because he's so talented and all, but I don't know if it's his number one like thing in the world.
The
Like,
horse
I don't know if
racing,
it's-
the horse
probably
racing is his
not.
passion. Horse
Yeah,
racing
it's
is his
probably
passion.
not.
Like, and
As
that was
soon
the
as-
thing before
As
this
soon
year.
as
And
you
all,
do that,
like
man.
he would turn down and he would like remember him and Jamal Murray. He would always like defer kind of to Jamal Murray before he was like, I'm okay being a passer. I don't know if he's really that guy where he lives, breathes, and dies like
You know,
basketball.
you know where I say that like it was a turning point. It was in the finals, and he was losing his mind on the bench, like getting pissed off. I think he just doesn't care about the fanfare and being a superstar.
Yeah, all
He
the
just
hoopla.
wants the ball. He just wants to ball and go home. That's what he wants to do.
You say
He
KD.
wants to win. He wants to be as great as he can be in his career, and then go back to Serbia. Like
Right.
that's it.
And you know what? It's also it showed you how because like I was telling people, it looked like he played slow, but like I
Right.
was telling my homeboy, I said he not playing slow. I said he playing relaxed because the
Relaxed.
Yeah,
game-
with pace.
that's how
Yeah.
he sees the game. It's at a slow pace, so he just relaxed out there like doo doo doo.
Most
I
other
see
dudes
you.
get rushed. Like Russell
sped up,
Westbrook,
yeah.
and you start get sped up as far as making a move and all. When somebody makes some other move, like joking them, no, I'm gonna make this move. You have to stop me, no matter what's gonna happen. Same thing with Luka. Like I'm gonna make this move. When I make that in between the legs cross, and you put that foot forward, I'm going around you, putting it on my hip, and you got to decide what you're gonna do. I'm gonna make the same dribbles no matter what.
And it shows you that they also and I think that's where a lot of Euros have the advantage. You know, it shows you like they can think the game.
At a higher level.
Fundamentals.
Yeah, they can think the game, so they don't have to rush. They don't have to rely on athleticism. They can think, boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna do this. I know
They
this
not
guy.
You know why?
Like
You know why,
mixtape.
Demont?
Not
You
worried
know why,
about
Demont? An NBA player, I forgot his name. He said when they do these trainings and stuff, they lump all the players together in Europe. Like they all do the same drills. Over here, you're specialized. Okay, you big man, you're gonna work out with the other big men. You
Shit,
win,
over
you're gonna
here,
be
you're
with
a
the
big man.
wings.
Shit. Over here, you're a big man. You're gonna shoot threes. You're a little guy. You're gonna shoot threes.
Instead of going to your friend, right?
And complain about foul calls.
Hey, they don't even care about free throws no more. All right, guys, if you miss a three, you got to run the lap.
Why don't some center come and become Shaq again? That's what I don't understand. Like, why doesn't the
The
NBA say
game
you
changed,
got a
man. The
big
game don't play that slow no more.
Because the
Shaq
rules,
wouldn't make it in
that,
today's
that
game.
5 second
What I'm saying is-
basket thing.
man? Shaq didn't need 5 seconds. Shaq was in the league after that 5 second rule.
Man, ain't
Right.
nobody throwing the ball down there. They're gonna pull it for three. They're gonna
Well,
handle it.
why not though? Why not? Why isn't Embiid in the paint and them like just scoring?
It's because of Trey
The
Young,
easiest
bro.
point.
It's Trey Young.
Because of James Harden and Steph Curry.
It's
I'll
Trey
say
Young.
I'll say this. I say this about Shaq. Shaq as a rookie is the same, was bigger than Giannis, and lighter on his feet.
Yeah.
He still don't get it twisted. Shaq was definitely skilled. He had touch when you get into the paint. He had the footwork. He had the drop step. He had all the moves. But that as far as being like a physical freak, ain't nobody coming in the league 7'1", 300 moving like that.
Right.
Bro, Embiid could have.
He don't move. He don't move like that. He don't move like that.
Hold on. Okay. So Embiid can't move like that. So Shaq was more like Giannis when he was in Orlando.
Yeah.
And then he decided when he got to LA, I'm just gonna put weight on and nobody gonna mess
And
with
punish.
me. I'm just gonna punish.
But also add this though, King. Also add this though. When he went to LA, where he went to a winning culture, so you got Jerry West.
Yeah,
Why
don't they tell the young kids? Why don't somebody say there's nobody being Shaq right now? You can change the league by being Shaq right now. You feel me? Like
you know what though? It's like football.
It's not sexy.
This in football, you would tell your kids, "Hey, why don't you block? Why don't you be a tackle or guard? That ain't fun." Look at the NFL. That's one of the most expensive positions. Your tackles and guards making $15-20 million. You know what I'm saying?
But let me just say this though, just real quick about Shaq. Shaq is one in a lifetime NBA player, right? Because nobody is going to be as quick twitch as Shaq at 325, at 298 or 325, depending on which era Shaq you want, right? Because there have been big body dudes in the league like Vernon Carey, like Jahlil Okafor. There have been other big DeMarcus Cousins big dudes that have come into the league. But if you put Allen Iverson type twitch in a Jahlil Okafor, bro, now you're talking about Shaq, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because Shaq wasn't just big and strong. Shaq was also super mobile, super quick, super strong, and super athletic. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're talking about Giannis, if the closest center to Giannis is probably Dwight Howard in terms of build, right? Like Dwight Howard is probably 10 pounds heavier than Giannis.
Both sides.
Yeah, and even with Dwight Howard's athleticism, he can't run like Giannis. Giannis runs like a deer.
Fluid.
Yeah. So for the Shaq thing, it's hard to find it. But if y'all would have said, can you go find another Tim Duncan? Right now, and I know Tim Duncans are rare too, but you can teach the stuff to a kid that Tim Duncan does, like not rely on athleticism, just be fundamentally sound from top to bottom, and then you might be able to find another Tim Duncan. But another Shaquille O'Neal, though, bro.
I don't think so. I don't want to be a Shaquille O'Neal freezy. I know
you mean a dominant center, right?
I'm just
a big.
I get mad. I know get mad at I'm not a big DeMarcus Cousins fan. I'm not a big Embiid fan because you shouldn't be a center shooting under 50%. That
should be 270 pounds.
Center in
not
the
overwhelming
league
guys.
Not shoot under 50%. That means you're shooting too many threes and jump shots.
Bill Russell shot 44% for his career. Though.
That's a different beast, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Michael was shooting 30%. You feel me with a small paint.
Hey, Real, check your Twitter, Real. King, check your Twitter. I sent y'all something, man.
Oh boy,
y'all gonna love this. Check it. I tagged
B today.
Oh, I ain't watching that right now.
Dallas,
in this show, Real. He's sending this. Your boy taking Dwight doing moves in on the paint.
Oh God. He probably out there looking like Bambi.
Capella to the D, baby. Capella to the D.
Pause.
Y'all ain't liking the moves y'all see right there?
I ain't even looking at the moves, man.
Bro,
on the D.
Hey, before
that's
we
more
get
than
out
what
of here,
Dwight
bro,
Powell gonna give
y'all
you.
set on winning? Like what we
Matter
never
of fact,
heard.
we need that first round pick so we can add that to the Embiid trade.
Crazy. That's how I feel. I'll make that bet. I feel like we're gonna win more than both of y'all.
Oh wow.
Y'all not winning more than we are.
Okay.
We winning 53 games this year.
It's on wax.
We going 53.
They made me winning at least 55 then.
Listen. Y'all make the playoffs, it's a win for y'all this year.
Oh my goodness. Don't act like Atlanta always do it.
Yes,
Just a couple years
they
ago,
make the
y'all way
playoffs,
out in the playoffs.
Listen, man. Talking to y'all right now, I'm already violating.
Get out of here.
But I should not be talking to non-playoff.
Yeah, bro. What are we
out of here?
Okay. So y'all sending that bad juju this way.
We can't
keep that juju
over
there.
Let's wait till after 11 games when the Knicks not 10-0, 11-0, and then we can talk to you first. talking about playing all these teams back to back and 2 times in 11 games, you're gonna win all of them. So
Yo,
if y'all beats like that, y'all gonna be champions next year. I want to see.
Well, I could say
all
this.
I'm saying is a Spurs fan in the chat said that the Mavericks better get a center.
Yeah, we more of a second half team. We usually pick it up.
I mean, we say it though. We need a center. But
Yeah, we do.
I just tagged y'all with the best center.
No,
right there.
I just blocked you on Twitter, remember?
Derek Lively though hold up. Derek Lively still is a top 12 pick though.
Did y'all even look at the video, man, and see
I'm
the
not
footwork?
man. I don't need to look at
the
it.
footwork. He put
I'm
a
gonna share it for you, Demar. I'm gonna put MFL on that so everybody else can see it. Go ahead, bro. You can end the show on that one.
It's on Demar. Demar can end it.
I need that first round pick from y'all, man, so I can add that in my Embiid deal.
2 second rounds.
All right, family, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat as usual. We appreciate y'all, everybody with the super chats, everybody with the questions and the comments, keeping the chat jumping. Once again, another episode of the crossover. I was reading the chat, and it looks like a lot of y'all enjoy this. We keep this going as usual.
If the Mavs make the playoffs.
Say again,
y'all better hope both of y'all.
I better hope we make the playoffs.
Bro, they better hope both of them make it. Like they got records to always make it.
Listen. We beating the Knicks game 2. We gonna beat Dallas. I'm gonna be up there in Dallas and watch that whipping in person. Okay, I'm gonna be streaming too from the game. They're probably gonna kick me out, but you know. But anyway, let me go in this. Shout out to Rail King, Uncle Freezy, and Dre for putting this together once again. Let's run through real quick. Any guys y'all got any closing words, any YouTube channels or anything y'all want to promote before we go ahead and end this?
Yeah, man.
We'll start with Real. Go ahead, Real.
Yeah. We'll be back here. What's today? Saturday. We'll be back on Tuesday, Glow Yard. We'll be back Tuesday, 10:30 p.m. You know how we do it. Talking more Mavs with you guys. It's pretty much it. We got a couple more guests hopping on to the show. We trying to get all that stuff kind of squared away. But that's pretty much it from us.
And we're gonna talk to y'all about the Glow Yard jerseys and all. We got an idea on Tuesday as far as how we may be able to do
actually Friday.
You want to wait till Friday to do it? Okay.
The members.
Okay. Shout out to y'all. Hey, remember before y'all do y'all order.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, so I can hop in on that order. Uncle Freezy, Dre, y'all got any last words?
Just real quick. So Rel does a second channel called Cause We Geek. I advise or would suggest everybody check that out. On Saturday mornings. The show is only like 6 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? They talk so fast up there, bro. But the show is mad dope, man. The show is dope. It's an interesting conversation. And we also do vibes and stuff where we talk about alternative stuff like diet and exercise, some politics, you know what I'm saying, some issues. And so we talk about society issues where we get out there and chop it up.
I wanted that conspiracy theory one.
We got to do the conspiracy. Tonight we're having a conversation about R&B singers. We're doing the R&B singers tonight, the greatest of all time conversation. And so while King pulls out Jolene,
we got the black Post Malone up in here.
Don't do that. I ain't no Post Malone.
But aside from that, if you guys and gals, if you like this type of joint, then follow us on social media. Give us ideas. At We Talk Hawks TV, at We Talk Mavs, at Blorange Tears. Hit us up, DM us, hit us up with suggestions and things of that sort. Topics, questions, talking points, supporting articles, supporting facts. Hit us up with that stuff so that we can continue the conversation away from the live stream, and so that we'll bring that content back to the live stream so that we can have a more enjoyable and more layered conversation. Just want to say this before I get out here. Salute to my main man Dre. You know what I'm saying? He keep co-piloting the ship, keeping the ship afloat. And my prediction: Knicks 60 wins, Hawks a bunch of wins, and Mavs they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Yeah, Dave, that's it, Dave.
You make the Western Conference Finals again? What we did?
They're gonna do what they gonna do.
Y'all talking about man?
Yes,
you know
Dave.
what? They talked about before we get off here. Y'all talked about all them championships in baseball and all. Who had the last championship between all 3 teams?
We did in baseball.
No.
Atlanta won it last year.
No.
You talking about basketball?
Who had you last year?
Oh, what 20? What was that?
The Mavs.
2010?
2011.
11?
11?
When the last time y'all had one?
We never had one in Atlanta.
Alrighty.
73.
That's all I gotta say. We can keep moving.
Bro,
I'm gonna use the Jets to fill that void for me.
I lived through the Braves.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And why we talking about the Obama era championships, bro? Then we have
talk about the Obama era.
We say he went back two
How
presidents.
does that
you
not
talking
work
about
when you talk
presidents,
baseball,
bro.
but you can't talk basketball and talk championships? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You use the same argument against me in baseball, but then I use it in basketball.
Man, yeah, that
That's
championship.
why.
y'all got was
That's
so
why I
lucky.
don't talk basketball titles. I just sit here and listen.
Oh, all right.
Y'all sound like the New York
I'll
Giants
never say
having them
nothing. I
lucky
just be like,
championships, bro.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hold up.
because the referees felt sorry for JJ
Man,
Barea, and now
not all I think.
And there he go
Hey,
in the chat. 2014. Okay, you got it, Greg. You got it. Okay.
man,
Spurs
Greg,
fan there.
Greg, I don't got no problem with you, Greg.
the Spurs.
That was
the
big brother
Spurs
over
coming
there,
for
man.
y'all
I ain't
neck,
no
bro.
problem. But we beat them twice in the playoffs.
The
Shout out
Spurs
to
Right.
coming for y'all neck, bro. They don't care nothing about no Mavs.
But let's see who get it first. Who gets
Yeah,
it
man.
first now?
Dallas.
Well, you got to make the playoffs first, though.
You got to make the conference finals to make the finals.
Hey, that's crazy. Hey, somebody in Dallas was like, you know what? I think this first round pick is more important than us making the playoffs. So
Right.
let's just go ahead and tank the rest. Like that's crazy.
Right.
Nah, I wasn't for that, Demar.
They let
No. They weren't. Nah, King wanted
I'm
that
never
to play.
tanking, man. I hate tanking.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
talking
we-
about Dallas, the front office.
Yeah, the other fans, yeah. I
Yeah,
hate
yeah,
tanking.
not the tanking part, but the process they went through.
Dallas
I would
led
definitely I've been saying for the last 3 years we need to flip this
run
roster.
the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, because you never know, man. Like you got Kyrie, and I mean, anything can happen in the playoffs. You just got to make it, bro. Who knows?
That's how I always felt. That's how
All right,
I
y'all.
feel.
You
I'll
saw,
run it-
saw
I'll
the
run
Heat
it as a prime
happen. You saw
example.
what happened with the Heat and King. Y'all saw what happened with the Heat, and you got Luka and Kyrie.
The
Y'all could win.
Lakers, the
Y'all
Heat.
could. That type of offensive power could win you any series.
Against anybody.
Bro, the
Yeah.
Denver Nuggets played like 7 8 seeders.
They got a ring, though.
I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying if we'd have played in the playoffs last year, they played like a 7 seed and 2 8 seeds or something
That's
like
the same thing Dallas did in 2011.
Yeah, 2 8s and a 7.
Oh, man.
that. Let's get off. Damon, stop the show, man. I ain't
Hey,
even
real
gonna
quick, hey,
I ain't gonna give it that. We ain't gonna do that to me.
Yo, a lucky championship is better than no championship, bro.
You see, we swept Kobe.
A lucky championship better than no championship. I'm trying to give you
Lucky
credit
to
for that.
Kobe.
I'll take
Lucky
anything.
to
Y'all
Kobe.
good, family?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we good.
We up out of here. Real, you got it right.
Yeah, there we go.
Peace.